Nope. Tommy, we'll get a look here at the LA Knight Riders. We heard Jason Holder say one forced change. I think it's the star of the show from yesterday, Dre Russ, who misses out because of something of a niggle, and we'll see Fabian Allen come into the side for the first time this year.
Yeah, Jamaicans replacing each other there, but I spoke of the rotation and utilization of squads because of how grueling the record and essentially the schedule is. So yeah, you expect whoever comes in will do a decent job, all-rounder for all-rounder in that case, but one going from seam to spin.
Yeah, the other thing to remember for the LA Knight Riders, they're in the midst of a really hectic part of their group stages here at Cognizant MLC, because they've got 5 matches in 7 days, having not played one for 6 days. So, Nikhil Chindani, where are you? What have you found, and what are you going to tell us?
Yeah, guys, I thought before the game, we are getting ready, and we're getting the viewers ready with teams, etc. But the players have to get ready as well. And the Seattle Orcas, I've always observed, they've got one of the more unique apparatus or methodologies when it comes to warming up. So you've got your traditional things like your roller, they've got your ladder as well, which they'll go through here. Interesting, this thing, I've never seen this before, but I assume you've got to almost do like a hopscotch jump over. I was never very agile. And then over here, nice mix of athletics. I mean, imagine jumping over this. Danny couldn't even get it if it was down here. So how is someone going to get a foot all the way over that? So yeah, I found this very challenging, but again, all about getting these warm, getting the muscles firing, loose as we go on. And as you can see behind me, obviously the Orcas in a huddle, they were stuck in a little bit of issue coming to the ground, which is why we've got that slight delay, but they're all good. Just getting this mic closer. I want to also show you this. Mr. Lindo's there, our 4th umpire today. So he's had the ball selection. And also what you want to notice here, you guys on TV would see a lot of painting on the ground or a lot of markings, and you would never really get close to see. This is where faster bowlers mark their run-up. So as you can see, Othniel Bartman, for example, Barters, you mark yours with a smiley face if I remember correctly. Where's yours? Let me just look for it here. He's gonna mark now. So he's measured already. He's looking for his mark. He can't find it actually. There he is. So you see he's got a line here with an arrow. So what is this, Othniel?
It's just something unique. Obviously the guys that use their own initials. I used to, obviously unique for me. Try with the smiley face, and that's I learned it from my son De Lange when he was playing the night. So something different.
I love that. You go well today, brother. Then Jasdeep Singh has got the tape in his hand. He's gonna measure how many what is it, centimeters, meters do you measure, Jasdeep?
These are in feet. So I mark about 2 marks. One is at 62 feet, and then I 1 mark in the back. That's where I sort of take a start from and take off from here. So for me, it's about 62 feet.
Nice, guys. Superb insight. Let me let you do your thing. Guys, as you can see, players are getting ready. We're getting ready. But before we can move forward into today, we must go back just slightly. Last night, it was an absolute blockbuster. It is match 13, another special Saturday in the Cognizant MLC. Big clash today, Washington Freedom against the Texas Super Kings, who will be playing their 6th game of the season. That's Faf du Plessis winning the toss, batting first here at this venue, the Auckland Coliseum.
The turn of the Texas Super Kings, who've won the toss and decided that they'll bat first. Mukamala up at the top with Faf du Plessis, and then Rousseau. Now look at Steve Smith's men.
A really good side. Smith will open with Mitchell Owen. Chapman generally comes in at number 3. Have Andres Ghost, Mukhtar Ahmad, PNR.
Faf du Plessis still going and going particularly well. Teja Mukamala has played some innings, wants that strike rate to go up. It'll get there. You just had to wait to see if it would skim off the surface. Shot. Oh, really well played. Back of a length and just hands through it.
Well, he's going to try to, but he's found an edge. And du Plessis,
he goes for 8. The score is 21 for 1.
Well, welcome Riley Rousseau to the crease. And here comes Mitch Owen, and Rousseau picks him up and over the leg side and finds the rope. His first boundary. That's going to go a long way, all the way. back-to-back boundaries. Now there is a fielder there, but it goes up and to the right of his head.
Marvellous, absolutely marvellous from the lefty slugger. Has he nicked it? Has he nicked it? Finger is in the air. And Nikhil Chowdhury's got his first major league wicket.
Hokamala's got to go. 38 yesterday, 37 today.
Milind Kumar at number 4. Absolutely beautiful from Riley Rousseau. Straight, hasn't got all of it, and he's found the man.
He's got to go for 34 from 24.
Rian Mulder makes his way. Oh, brilliant. Nicely played into the gap from Milind Kumar.
Top shot. Hit straight, hit well. Tried the ramp, he plays it well at times, Milind Kumar. Not this time though. And more for Janssen.
Milind Kumar gone for 13.
Another one straight. That one even better with mid-off up in the circle. 2 balls is enough. He's in and he's back to his best. Hitting sixes, that's what he does.
So it was lucky, it would have been a no ball, but this has been pumped downtown for 4 bits. Oh, and he's under more pressure because he's just been met all the way for 6er. With the penultimate, he's disappeared as well. Don't bowl there, Marco. You'll get fatted every night of the week. Oi, fetch this. That is outstanding. Mahmood, he's been met as well. Oh, that's not where you want to bowl because it's in the slot. It disappears way back. Well bowled. Got to come back, just got to keep coming. Keep hustling. Look out. Think he's home. What a lovely little partnership between these two, Mulder and Ferreira. The partnership ends up 73 from just 30. Mulder 43 not out, Ferreira 44 not out, mirroring each other. There was 3 scores in the 30s earlier, and then Mulder changed them, said, no, I'm going to leave the 30s. And so did Ferreira. Said, listen, we'll get into the 40s, Chief. So Washington Freedom, they need 186 from their 20 overs.
Steve Smith, chosen a bat, will be happy. Akil Hussain. Down the ground, gets a good piece, and will get 4. Mid-off is quite wide. Agricultural, but effective. Bottom hand comes through. Straight as anything. And what a shot to the season, a beauty from the 6'4" Australian. Well, no is the answer because it's been pumped out of the ground. Oh, Steve Smith gets it in the act, and that goes a long, long way.
Steve Smith with a second 6er. Oh, my goodness. Got on the other side. Oh, wow. The power continues. 50 from just 21 balls. And the fielder out there and takes it. Excellent. A Cognizant clutch catch if ever there was one.
The end of Smith for 30, and Washington Freedom are 91 for 1 here.
Here comes Mark Chapman.
And innovation too. In the air and taken. It's a sharp catch. Held at backward point by who else? It's bang bang, 2 quick wickets, 98 for 2. Andries Gijs to the crease at number 4. Pumped out of the ground, you felt it was coming. Here this goes up and just over the head of the man. Now is this going to be a chance? Deep mid-wicket comes in and holds on. With the big man gone for 77, it's 120 for 3. Nikhil Chowdhury in his regular position at number 5.
He's got a wicket now. And sometimes he does the Sue celebration.
For Ghost, it's 122 for 4.
Muqtamid. So well placed. And the breaking of the shackles from Nikhil Chowdhury. Fine leg up. With that field, he just had to get something on it. This time, no worries. Mulder says I won't hit the pad, I'll hit the stump.
Muqtamid, 5 down now for 143, the freedom. Jacobus. Or just go with Obus.
Pina, he can club it too, baby. Don't worry about that. And swung away. What a great start to the 18th over. We're in Oakland, otherwise known as Fat City. Up, this should be taken. Captain, Faf du Plessis. There you go.
He has to go after a little cameo, 18 of 10 balls.
More South African connection with Marco Jansen. Just a short punch. Oh, no chance. Hello, hello. And goodbye. Another one goes. Jansen can't do the job. As much as it's a wicket, it's also a dot ball.
Jansen has to go. 180 for 7.
Here's a Ponza. He's out in the centre to face the music. Up, up, up. Is it? You know it's not. We're on a hat-trick here in the finale of this over.
Match on. 180 for 8.
Asif Mahmood is out in the middle to face the hat-trick ball. Oh, he's just missed it. May just want to check this. Yeah, Leslie Reefer says.
It's coming out of the crease. It's clear out of the crease. Keep rolling forward and freeze when the bowl's laid up, please.
O-U-T. First one ever in Cognizant MLC. Mahmood out for a golden one. He's the hat-trick man. Crunched! You betcha it's been done! Celebration City! Chowdhury, you hero! Look at him go! And where are the freedom? They'll be out of the dugout loving this. After all those heroics from Akil Hussain with a hat-trick, it has been one of the last balls by Nikhil Chowdhury. Oh, that is brilliant. Nikhil Chowdhury, take a bow. He certainly is. Look out. The owners will be out there. The managers. They're loving this. Wow. What a game. 185 for 4. Look, yeah, quite steep given the conditions and the pitch. Some good stuff from Ferreira. Chowdhury with his 2 for 29. He was outstanding. So brilliantly in match 13 to make it go right down to the last ball and to win by just 1 wicket, the freedom.
Well, welcome back live here to the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum. We had to take another look at that all-time classic T20 last night. Pommy Mbangwa is still with me. Pommy, well, there's been so many games, T20 matches to savour and remember. That's the first time ever we've seen a hat-trick followed by a match-winning 6, all in the course of the last over. How good was that game?
Yeah, outstanding. It's what you want to see as a spectator, but I reckon you would take one of those events in the course of a game. This one was chock-a-block with stuff. I mean, we're talking about the last wicket, the last ball, first hat-trick. You got a guy who's hitting a 6 off that to make sure that he wins. Also, he's gone well with ball in hand. And I tell you what, when you get a hat-trick, normally when there is a hat-trick, there is an immediacy to it. This one had us on tenterhooks because had to go upstairs for the stumping to see if he was there. And he wasn't on the other side of the line, and therefore he was out. Then you thought it was TSK. Then it went back the other way. You thought, surely they can't do it with just a couple of balls to go. And yes, they did. So many people's hearts would have been racing from the adrenaline, from the fun, and it's just the way you want T20 cricket to go.
Yeah, and it speaks volumes about exactly what Cognizant MLC is all about. You talk about the ecstasy, then to the agony for Akil Hussain. Spare a thought for him, but the Freedom took a crucial win, and it's made this Lexus points table look very interesting indeed. In fact, all 6 teams are separated by just 2 points, remarkably, and there's going to be an awful lot to play for over the course of both the final day here in Oakland, and then we're so looking forward to getting down to LA to that new ground next.
Yeah, we are. What I like about the table is that despite many of the teams kind of thinking, oh, we're slightly off with this and whatever else, they're not too far apart in the way of points. So that's a good thing. It means everything's really tight, and we'll see how we go at next venue. Hopefully the excitement is just as much as there was here, if not more.
Yeah, I think it's going to be cracking, no doubt about that. That brand new venue that will host LA 28. Remember, the top 4 teams in that Lexus points table will advance to the playoffs with a big advantage for the top 2. Let's talk a little bit about today's game. The Orcas winning the toss, choosing to bat first. Any surprise within that for you?
No, not at all. I think TSK have showed it yesterday that it's okay to bat first. I think the day before that also is a team that batted first. I said, I think in the second pitch report we did, it wouldn't be a surprise for me if teams did generally alter their strategy and look to try and put runs on the board and build pressure through the middle of the game. You could go that way, but yesterday also showed us that if you can hold your nerve, then you don't have to panic too much, and you can win it by batting second. So nice, and even if particularly difficult for batters, certainly more difficult than Texas. Yeah, always good when the wicket is challenging.
Yeah, and I think there's no doubt that we've actually seen a bit of everything on these 2 drop-in surfaces. This second pitch that we'll use again today has been turning a little bit more, offering a little bit more assistance to the spinners, no doubt about that. Let's get a chance to get a look at both sides. Just a reminder, if you're joining us for the first time on this, what's going to be a Super Sunday, just the one change, and that comes for the LA Knight Riders. Dre Russ goes out to the 11 with a bit of a niggle, and Fabian Allen comes back in. And the Orcas, they are unchanged. One thing is for certain, we are going to be in for a cracking match, and it's all part of a double header for Sunday action. So I think it's right about that time. We know what a big tradition this is in American sport. Let's pause now and get out for the Star-Spangled Banner.
On the field for tonight's national anthem ceremony are the match officials and the 2 teams. LA Knight Riders, captained by Jason Holder, and the Seattle Orcas, captained by Marcus Stoinis. Fans, please rise if you are able and welcome Mitchell Manberg to perform the USA national anthem.
Welcome everyone to the Auckland Coliseum if you're now joining us. We've had our rituals done and now time for action. It's the hottest day of the summer here in the beautiful California state, so it sets up for heat on the field as well. Knight Riders, Orcas with 2 wins apiece in 2026. Journey's been a roller coaster really in the Cognizant MLC. Liam Plunkett alongside. Plunks, you must have enjoyed what we've had in Auckland at least.
Yeah, there's been some special cricket here, some tight finishes, 5-6s, been records, and yeah, look forward to that today. It'd be interesting to see how the wicket plays, but these two teams fairly even par. They're going to come in today with that win heading to LA, so exciting to watch this game unfold today, mate.
And Jason Holder will be hoping his men can learn from yesterday when they did pretty well to restrict MI New York to 144, but it was collapse with bat in hand, so they will need to be better, mainly with bat. This Orcas team and this opening partnership have been dominant. Of course, these two teams now, and then the Unicorns coming in later on, so expect a sea of orange here at the Coliseum. Excellent crowd for the last 2 days. How about last night in that Super Oval finish? Exactly the excitement we expect from Cognizant MLC. Bit of a delayed start, we apologize for that, but were circumstances out of our control. The good thing though is that we've got time to start in excellent weather. Tim Seifert, 100 this season, as well as 78. He's also got 39 and 32. The one low score was 5 against the LA Knight Riders. So they'll have happy memories of that coming into this one. And Cheyenne Jangir coming off of a blistering 62 in just 25 balls against the Unicorns.
Shadley starting up top here. Keeper straight up to the stumps. That's going to stop the batsmen's moving around. So it's going to be hard and difficult to face Shadley here. If he goes stump to stumps with some cutters, some mix-ups with that keeper right under the batsman's nose. So it's a good plan by the LA team, and see how that unfolds with this tight bowling here from Shadley.
Holder's sort of mixed Van Schalkwijk's role. Started the first 3 games mainly bowling middle and back end, but since Ali Khan's come into the team yesterday, he bowled 2 in the power play, and maybe similar
Oakland,
today.
we got a big day ahead of us. Let's count it down.
Countdown is on.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Cricket unleashed. Ready. Another spectacle. Cognizant MLC 2026. Off the mark straight away with a deep mid-wicket and long on.
Good start from Shadley, stump to stump. Just looking at the batting order of the Seattle Orcas, it's very strong here. Obviously the 2 open up top, Bretsky, Hetmeyer, Stoinis, and then we've got USA player Ali Sheikh and Shanaka, who's been destructive with Hamid, who can also hit some big hits at the bottom there.
He's in great touch, Cheyenne Jangir. That is some way to get going.
Stand and deliver. A little bit of whip there from Shadley, but it was a great shot from a man who's in form. He's not going to miss out on deliveries like that. It was a normal delivery, seam up, and it got punched through, covers off the back foot. Excellent start by Shaihan, 4 runs.
Length. Both teams, both captains that is, said they wanted to bat first. When you think about what we've had in the 2 early games, Friday and Saturday, it's not been easy to bat first and set a total. MI New York 127 a couple days ago and 140 yesterday, but it wasn't convincing. No Fabian Allen in for Russell today. That was a chance. Not an easy chance for Trump. But just judging by his reaction, he feels should have taken it.
Similar delivery to the one that got put away earlier in the over. A little bit of width, and he's put his hands through that. It did go hard. It's actually a really good chance. It's a one-handed chance, and he puts that down, but that's the things that changes games, and it would have been a spectacular catch.
That is just power. That's all it is. Immense power.
Excellent shot here. Stayed in his crease and just slapped that over mid-on. I thought at first he just cleared the infield, but it raced away and smoked that green wall over long off over there.
That's it.
I think he made it back quite safely in the end. Jahangir, 12 without loss.
Beautiful view of the Auckland Coliseum here. We played a lot of good cricket, a lot of highlights packages with the finishes, the hat-tricks, the sixes and the fours. And this group stage has seen a lot of wickets, a lot of people being dismissed through the gate and stumps shattered everywhere. It's a good start here for the Orcas. They are 12 for none off the first.
VTEC's leading run scorers, which Owen, more runs yesterday evening. Seifert has been consistent. Like Pretorius, Jahangir and Duplessis got the 100 to start against the Orcas. First time in Cognizant MLC, we're seeing Fabian Allen. Left arm spinner, of course, from Jamaica, now residing here in the United States. First time this season, that is. And he starts with a wicket. A big wicket, that is. Trademark Allen celebration comes out.
What a start from Fabian Allen. Sheehan not letting the bowler settle, didn't look at any of the deliveries and went for the straight six from ball one. Not really too much spin there, kind of went on down the line. I think it was the uneven bounce. It kind of stopped in the pitch and didn't come on nicely, but that's a great wicket, a great start to this over. It's a great partnership breaker. Gyan Jahangir goes for 5 and the Seattle Orcas are 12 for 1.
Couple of 50s for Matt Bretsky this season. In the 4 innings he's played, he's been in good touch as well. Top 3 has scored a high volume of runs for the Orcas.
Showing the wicket up here. Good length to start with. Not real much spin. He just goes across it early on, kind of looking to hit the ball too hard into the stand. But it's a good delivery, straight, hits the stumps, and that's a big wicket for the LA team.
Keep using it, Fabi.
Allen playing this role obviously helps Holder fill the Russell void maybe later on. Ryan has been the man operating in the power play, and he'll be operating in some excellent weather today. Probably the best weather we've had since coming to the Coliseum. Nice light wind,
going. I'd rather you use
Heat.
it, huh? That's it. That's it. That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly
Stopping
what
in
I'm
the
talking
pitch
about,
here
buddy.
on this wicket. He's bowling it nicely. He's mixing up his pace. A little bit quicker, a little bit slower, but he's giving the ball a chance to do something off that surface. Cracking start. He would just show again.
That's it, Bobby. Excellent, buddy. Excellent. Keep going, guys. Keep going, guys. Come on. Keep going, Bobby.
Definitely getting some variable bounce there.
Back up.
15 for 1.
First over was taken by the Orcas, but the second team, there was a fight back by LA. So even start here, 15 for 1. A little bit of purchase here. It'd be interesting after Jason hold it over. Are they going to bring spin back on there? Because it looks hard to play, Nikhil. It looks hard to get you into the shots, the ball stop, and you can't time it. So are we going to see more spin in the next two games?
Still Hetmeyer, Stoinis, Shanaka to come. Stoinis has spoken about setting the game up for that middle order. Who's going to be the player today that takes this, like how Poran did yesterday, setting a target. Take it deep, try to get in. Jason Holder, been a quiet start for him. The Lexus power play, just the 1 wicket in 4 overs. Starting with both fielders on the leg side boundary. Mid-wicket, deep square. I think that might have been pace off. 119 kilometers to start.
That's the length that we've seen over and over again. Heavy length from Jason Holder. I think that was just a normal delivery. Just a little bit off his top speeds here, but it's still the line and length that's doing the hard job for the batsman to hit. First ball was seam up. Sorry, that was the second ball seam up, and it's hard. It didn't go through with an even bounce. It kind of slowed off the surface and snuck under the bat of Bretsky. Good start from Jason Holder.
There's bat on that. There's celebration for the Knight Riders. A second wicket early.
Another delivery here, another seam-up delivery. Very similar shot, but this time it didn't go under the edge. It hits the outside edge and goes through to the Spiceman. A great start from Jason Holder. You don't have to bowl express to be successful. He's shown with his skill and his accuracy and his bounce, he's very difficult to get after, and that's a big wicket. Matthew Bretsky goes for 2, and the Orcas are 15 for 2.
It's a perfect day in Oakland. Football finished for the day, so it means we have your company for the rest of it. 2 Cognizant MLC matches to come your way. Look forward to having your company and the company of Shimron Hetmeyer as well. Listen to this, folks. The last 4 games they've won, the Orcas going back to last season. This man has got 50 in every game. Faces up to his close friend Jason Holder.
Beautiful first over this is from Jason Holder. Right on the money with hitting length. Show that wicket again. Seam up, comes from such a high point. Good seam. Tried to swing, to your point. He tried to hit that out the park, knock the casing off that ball, but it's a perfect outside edge, a big thick outside edge. The VTEX Ultra Edge shows that. Again, bounce, accuracy, straight through to the Spiceman for a dismissal.
Even the ball before that, Liam, he went across the line as well. Always risky against Holder, who naturally will shape the ball away from the right-hander and into the left.
Yeah, I mean, the one that he missed previous, the one that he swung and missed at, the ball didn't get up and it went under his bat. That one, same kind of length, actually rose off the ground, took the outside edge. It shows it is not easy to get going here for new batsmen. There is variation in the bounce, so you have to give yourself a little bit of time. Still have to whack that bad ball, but give yourself a little bit of time here.
Secondary slip in place now. Fabian Allen at second slip with a deep point, deep square. We'll look for the second, but will be 1. 16 for 2. They'll need Tim Seifert to be at his best again. He's been superb this season. Sure. You look at the half of the season so far for the Orcas, a lot of attention on that 3 there. Seifert, Jahangir, Bretsky. 2 of them dismissed already, so they may need others to step up, like they've done at different times this season. Stoinis with runs a couple of days ago. Sunil Narain dismissed Seifert in that first fixture in Dallas. Last time these two teams met, he bowled 3 in the power play with Hetmeyer in early. Knows him very well, and of course left-handed presence with a slip in place.
It's going to be interesting how the Orcas play Narain. Yesterday we seen that Nicholas Pooran took his time and then later on got the score which put MI New York in a strong position. But are you going to let Narain bowl to you? Are you going to try and do something to get him singles, some 2s and the odd boundary? This is going to be an interesting passage of play between these two here.
Interesting there, because the last time they battled, Hetmeyer made it very clear, Plunks, that he was going to see out Narain. Looking different. Day brings maybe different method. Almost exactly similar to how Pooran played Narain yesterday. Very circumspect. He goes again, but it's Narain that has him. The West Indian battle goes to the Trinidadian.
Again, he wasn't going down the Pooran route of blocking it and getting the singles. He wanted to take advantage and put the pressure on Narain straight away, trying to hit that one into the stand. But the ball, we'll see on the replay here, I think the ball gets a little bit of bounce, and that's a thick outside edge, straight up in the air, and Shadley takes that catch. A little bit of spin, slow off that surface, and it is a big, thick outside edge and a comfortable catch by Shadley. It's the Cognizant clutch catch of the day. Hetmeyer departs for 1, and the Orcas are 16 for 3 in trouble out here.
Energy still, guys. Energy here still, guys.
A promotion for Ali Sheikh. Maintains that left-right combination, so coming in ahead of Stoinis, Shanaka. And we saw this yesterday when Nicholas Pooran came to the crease. Jason Holder instituting a short leg. Today, Selim it off with the 2 slips. Talk about invention in the field. Fourth time, Liam Plunkett, that Narayan has removed Hetmeyer.
Again, excellent bowling here for the Cognizant clutch catch from Shadley. The wicket for him. Narayan wins the battle once again.
Was it yesterday? 1 for 12 in 4 overs. That's impossible. Your thoughts on that shot, Plunks?
I think he's just trying to show dominance early and put Narayan off his line and length, hit him for a few boundaries and put the pressure on him, and it didn't quite work, obviously.
Some grip there. 16 for 3.
Just a little bit to middle. Last middle. Last leg. Right arm over to you.
And what a start. 16 for 3. Wickets galore in the Lexus power play. Here's Holder. Ooh, need to take those, need to take all you can get, because runs have been hard to come by. You have a look at Jason Holder, tall customer. One comes in, one goes the other way. And it does the trick. I love the way he celebrates wickets.
Cypher's just stuck in the other end, watching everything happening. And this is how he's batted for the rest of the season. Nice run scorer this season. The Cognizant IPL. I beg your pardon. Cognizant MLC.
It's very difficult to move from self.
It is, isn't it?
You kind of revert to type. It's okay. I knew what you meant. Yeah, they'll need a whole lot of him here. Tim Seifert, 9 from 6. Just some sort of a partnership. The order of the day has been for the earlier game that you must bide your time. And you see more spin used. There's the understanding that earlier on it will be that bit slower and might just grip on the surface.
And it has done that. And yet they've chosen to bat a particular manner. Hasn't served them.
Yeah, in a particular manner.
Yeah, it is the kind of surface where you want to bat with a lot more of a straighter bat. You want to hit in the V. You want to play with the swing, with the spin, not against it. So it's like they've done everything that they shouldn't be doing on this track. There you go. We know that this is going to be this kind of a wicket where the ball keeps low. It stops in the wicket a little bit. The purchase for horizontal bat shots are not there. Purchase for hitting through the line is not there unless you're playing it with the swing and spin. And the Orcas have just not turned up in that perspective.
Nicely done. 4 runs. Ali Sheikh, 21 for 3. cutaway. Bit close, and it was aerial for some time, but manages to get it through the gap. Looking to play some shots, so you utilize the fielding restrictions, try and reverse the pressure somewhat.
Over the wicket for you, Tim.
Promising beginning. You look at that first over, then it fell to bits. Next couple of overs.
Look at that, peg back, overs 2, 3 and 4. Hit 2.
Yeah, final over of the power play. The second over for Sunil Narayan. Wherever he goes, Sunil Narayan is a danger to his opposition. And so you have to be clear on how you want to play him and have to pull that off really well with regard to your own skills. Because if you don't, he'll have you.
Yeah, the sense of intimidation that he has over batters is quite tremendous. See, the average, yeah, it's got more turn on this track. Pitch 1, 2.7 degrees more. Strike rate is also way lesser. The batting average is also lesser. Yeah, this is not the way you want to approach batting, especially when you're 3 wickets down in the power play, Thomas.
Keep going, Sonny. Keep going, Sonny.
Yeah, it's spin here, I suppose. And I also would, if we kind of distill those even more, go towards early game versus late game on pitch 1 and 2. Yeah, nicely done. That's good. Really got across. Just the one man on that side, and so you have some leeway. I think it might have gone all the way for 6 too.
I think it did go all the way. The Toblerones on the full. Just about. Exactly what happened.
I want to see him try it again.
There's confirmation. 6 up. And desperate for every single one at the present moment. Oh, it's away from that fielder. Dicing with danger, but he's happy to do it. It's the last few balls that he has in the Lexus power play, and he's trying to maximize.
Yeah, it's the average score of a batter on this track. You've got it in this over. Don't be greedy now.
That's okay, guys. That's okay, guys. Very risky,
Conventional sweep, hit hard, and then reverse helped on its way. Don't think so. It's the dot. 11 off. That's a lot. Lexus power play done. 32 for 3, the Orcas.
The overs 1 for 11 for Sunil Narayan. Find a way out of this hole that Orcas have dug themselves into.
We're in Bay Area. I love it. Nice walks in the morning.
You and Danny have been going for these walks every morning, right?
Yes, every single one.
Discovering anything new?
Hey, that's it.
About
that's
Danny.
What I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Keep
Yeah.
going, buddy. Keep going.
See, the bromance is growing.
That's been brewing for a long time.
Keep using it, Fabi.
Yeah, no, it's good. Seeing the sights. Just walking along the dockside, and
Still use it, huh?
it's very quiet when we go. There's absolutely nobody there. Oh, It's a big heave-ho. Clearly thinking that he can hit that for 6, Seifert, but the length, nice, and it was just hung in the air and dropped on him. Fabian Allen. Yeah, the skipper shouted. He says he heard something. The keeper wasn't given him anything. And skipper's decided, you know what?
By the director, we've got a caught behind review given not out on field. It's a fair delivery. Can we go to front on, please? Okay, the ball goes close to the bat, so we can go through the ultra edge when it's available, please. Let's roll this through. Roll it through. Okay, there's a clear gap and also a flat line as it goes past the bat, so there's no bat involved. They lose that review. Stay with your original decision, Gregory. I'll let you know when you're on screen. Signal now.
Another correct decision from the umps. They've been so good, actually. Of all these reviews and sometimes complaints from players, oh, come on. And they have the option to go upstairs.
Hey, boy. That's it, Fabi. That's it, Fabi. Switch, switch,
Gregory
switch.
Brathwaite that time.
Keep using it, buddy. Keep using it. Catch it.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. That's Tim Seifert, who's decided that he's going to try and take that on. Bottom of the bat as it turns away from him while he tries to hit leg side. Another one bites the dust.
Futile was the attempt there. Knowing fully well how this wicket's playing, still being stubborn about the approach. An easy catch to Robin Powell. Fabian Allen is a happy man. Goes for 10. Orcas at 32 for 4.
Marcus Stoinis is the Seattle Orcas captain. Walks in at 32 for 4. Tough to mark straight away. Yeah, another look at the wicket.
Interesting, this. There's no bounce anywhere on this track. Hit the bottom of the bat. Easy catch to Powell there.
Keep going, Fabi. Keep going, Fabi.
And you can't really say, oh, I'm unlucky to hit the bottom of the bat. It's the choice of what you're trying to do in that case, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a little confusing, honestly. Sitting outside, watching this game every day, calling the game every day. And these players as well are doing the same thing, yet with all the information, missing the plot. 33 for 4 after 7.
Not good reading for Seattle. 10 from Seifert, latest to depart. Jahangir, Bretsky, and Hetmeyer. All having short stays at the crease. It's been short. We've only had 7 overs. And runs very difficult to come by. For Session once again.
They seem to be their kryptonite. Knight Riders, because only LA this season have taken more than 1 wicket against them in the power play. Think back to Dallas, had them 43 for 4 there.
Marcus Stoinis, very good innings, 42 of 16, match 9, where he had 5 sixes in an over. Just watch every one of those sixes, all of them straight down the ground in the V. Only one horizontal bat shot, everything with the vertical bat.
Yeah, Ali Khan. Good wheels. A remitly speedy delivery. Ali Khan, feisty character. Really charges in. Besides that, he's going to go round the wicket. Must ensure that he keeps the pressure on here and isn't one who opens the gates. So far, so good.
He is bowling well, isn't he? Looks like he's in good rhythm, running in hard. How the Lexus power play went. Everything LKR's way. Played all the wrong shots, the Orcas, and paid the price for it. Ended up with 32 in the power play. Forward from there, really. 34 for 4. They've lost a wicket after that.
It ought to be the calculation. I mean, you sort of look at the couple of days gone before and you think, okay, what are you looking for as a number when you're going to bat first? Especially if you choose to bat first.
Yeah, especially when you choose to bat first on this kind of a track. 140, 150 is a really good score on this track. And we've seen this over the last 5 or 6 days. We've seen that it's a good wicket to bat first. And if you get about 140, 150 in the first game of the day, you're giving yourself a great chance to defend that score. You need to get yourself in for that. In for the bowlers, fast bowlers. What Andre Russell did yesterday. Back of a length into the stumps, got wickets. So did every fast bowler. How good was Romario Shepherd? 1 for 5 in 4 overs and didn't do anything special. Just hit length, wicket to wicket.
Nicely punched onto that onside and will go for 4. Lovely shot. Ali Sheikh going nicely here. It's 40 for 4.
Pretty tough going thus far. The Orcas.
That's it, buddy.
Surface that is taking a little bit of turn. But Ali Sheikh promoted up the order, showing his all-round talent and skill. Really thriving under the opportunities that he's been given so far this season. Now, has he got enough of this? Oh yes, nicely struck. Maybe a fraction short from Fabian Allen. Deposited into the stands.
Yeah, tremendous stuff this from Ali Sheikh. Can be a tricky customer, can Fabian Allen. These angles and his subtle use of the pace. And of course the spinners here on a slow surface at the Coliseum just grip a little bit, and hence the slowness of the start and everything. Tough nature of trying to get runs, but well played Ali Sheikh.
Yeah, up towards where the old bullpens would have been here for the pitchers getting ready to go. This ground's former life as a baseball home for the Oakland A's for many decades. Doesn't quite get the same connection this time. Will just be a single down to long off. Good piece of adjustment from Rodman Powell. Danny, very good afternoon to you. How are you, my friend?
Yeah, I've recovered from last night. Throat got a little sore from screaming and yelling. But yeah, and I've seen the doc. The heart's going all right. The adrenaline's calmed down. Some good batting to come.
Just how good was that last night? You've watched a lot of T20 cricket, but right up there with the best you'll ever savour and enjoy.
Indeed. Great advert for MLC. A game like that, and that's the beauty of 2020 cricket. You can't quite script things like that. A hat trick in the last over. The tail's in. Nikhil Chowdhury trying to get the strike back, and he couldn't. His mates are all getting out.
We'll take on a quick single. Sheikh needs to go, but gets home. That'll bring the 50 up. Good over. More like it for the Orcas. 50 for 4.
Yeah, unlucky 13 for some. Certainly was in the end for Texas. Match 13 and 185 for 4. You think, well, that's enough, considering how it was going. Because really, when you look at it, it was just the one-man show, wasn't it? Mitch Owen with that 77, and everyone else was struggling until Chowdhury and his heroics that got them over the line.
They've got a real habit here at MLC of creating history, and it's never happened before. Patrick in the final over, followed by final ball being hit for 6 to win the match for the opposition. You just see the tortured and torn emotions of poor old Akeal Hussain, who bowled that final over so well. That's not the right line. Too easy. Just to help it away and around the corner. 6 more. Ali Sheikh is playing a real hand here.
Ideal. Needs someone that near middle top order to get in, get set. And with the left-handedness here of Ali Sheikh, just helping things out. Ali Khan going round the wicket and trying to create different angles. I think he might now go back over the wicket just to change it up again. We may have a problem getting this ball back. What are we? What are we in the 10th over, aren't we? So, oh, we've got it. Thank goodness for that. So we'll see how things continue, given that the challenge is on now for Ali Khan, because his first one has disappeared for the lot. A 6er. Got to fight back here, Ali Khan.
Yeah, change of angle, understandably. Here it was last night. Danny, I'm going to give you a rest because you had all the emotions there. It was a stunner. First of 3 wickets. Mila Ponzo pulled out, looking for glory himself. And then it was a slightly surreal hat-trick because it happened upon review. Great presence of mind from Saiteja Mukamala, who'd taken a good catch in the outfield, and a big LBW shouts. It was given not out correctly and held up on review, and then Nikhil Chowdhury with a moment he'll never forget, and a toss of the bat to go with it. Every emotion in the course of less than 5 minutes that you could experience on a cricket field.
Let's throw in that bit of drama with the what do you call them? The Hayes call them snappers. That's right, photographers, all snappers, and he just about got clocked, that fellow. I think he's part of TSK. That fellow. He's with the Texas Super Kings and freaked out somewhat, come roaring like a Polaris missile at him, and then he ended up on his backside. No damage done, thank goodness.
It was such a flat six as well, wasn't it? Better from Ali Khan. Prefer this angle to the left-hander from him with his round arm action.
Watch out, photographers. Oi, there he is, and he's lost his composure somewhat, but lucky he didn't lose his head. Oi, just clip him. Oh, that's an expensive lens too, just quietly.
He's going down in installments, wasn't he? Very gradually. I think good news is he's all okay today. Camera safely protected. Bowled again. Great to see Ali shake up the order though. Intelligent young man. Graduate of the UT Dallas in Texas, an accountancy major, and a little bit of niggle between two players who know each other well, both now residing full-time in Texas. Ali was actually born in Qatar, lived there for about 12 years before moving his way out here to the United States. He began playing cricket at the age of 7 in a local academy in Dallas. He's played USA 19s, came through the Lebanon High School in Frisco in Texas, and very much wants to play his trade full-time all around the world as a professional cricketer now. Big play and a miss. He's a real talent too. 8 come from that over. Ali Khan battles back very ably to get out of it. 10 have been bowled now. It's time for all the players to have a drink. Orcas 58 for 4. Been getting the speed gun moving, isn't he, Ali Khan? Up 144 kilometers an hour, over 90 miles an hour. I think he bowled the fastest ball of the competition yesterday. Now a disastrous start for the Orcas. How can they fight back?
Well, simply these two have got to stay around. Sheikh, he's got into the 30s. The skipper's happy to play second fiddle. Have a look with the top order being blown away. Really does rely on these two. And then you've got Dustin Shanaka, very talented. Hamid Singh hits a long ball. So you've still got a couple of those guys to come, but really, I think from Adam Voges, they'd like them to hang around. And then you've Fabian Allen, he comes in for Dre Russ, who's got a niggle. Holder and Narayan, the West Indian connection, very useful for the LA Knight Riders so far.
It's been a topsy-turvy start because Van Schalkwijk's first over went for 12. It looked as though this opening pairing, who had such success in green, were going to keep that trend going. But Jahangir looked for the slog sweep in Fabian Allen's debut match of the season. And Holder, the captain, got into the act with a feather of an edge. And Narayan, who's been so good this season, got the better of his former West Indian teammate, Shimron Hetmar. But then Ali Sheikh came in, played nicely, used a bit of innovation. Both conventional and reverse sweeps. That was the end of Seifert, not a shot he'll want to see again. And then Ali Khan was punished a couple of times by Ali Sheikh, who's really impressed me. Particularly good in that pull shot, picking up the length nicely. You can see there, always a bit of a lull outside of the power play. 58 for 4 at the halfway stage. Whilst it's not an optimal position, the average daytime score this season just 136. So if they can scrap up to 140, 150, could be very competitive.
Yeah, that's the target, isn't it? But look at that horror start there inside the power play. There's 3 wickets. And a bigger one in the 6th, and then another wicket fall. So extremely frustrating, the batting coaches.
I think they'd like at least 140. Obviously in the dream world get more than that, but Marcus Stoinis, the captain out there, if he was offered 140 right now, might be tempted to just shake hands with you and say, yeah, that's okay, particularly with 2 more overs of Sunil Narine to come for the LA Knight Riders. For the moment, though, it's going to be Fabian Allen. Stoinis has been noticeably watchful to begin his innings. He's trying to take things a bit deeper.
Yeah, he's a class act, Stoinis. He's already played a couple of good hands. Cognizant MLC in season 4. Now it's shake again. Clothed it somewhat.
Excellent.
Yeah, this is danger time because we just had the drinks break and we keep saying it so regularly. The drinks break and then wickets fall. So getting wickets at that length, isn't it? That 6 metre length around there.
Keep going.
Pulsating blue ones. Doing the job. 6, 5, 4 metre length.
Now, one of the stars of the show last night. Look what we've got to show you here. Got to get that right, Danny. Nicholas Pooran, front and back. The MVP's official trading cards. You can get those limited edition cards, first edition, right now on mvpz.io, or just point your camera at the television or the laptop you're watching on. Scan the QR code. You can be the first to get them. One of our new sponsors and partners for this year.
Finish well.
There's that QR code you're on about, Lenny. Get onto it. Good, sexy looking cricketers.
Do you know how to use a QR code, Danny? Be honest now. Don't lie to me live on air here.
Occasionally, just when I'm in the mood, use the QR. I think COVID taught us that, didn't it? It really did, to get amongst that and get your smartphone out and click away.
Amazing how they work, really, isn't it? You think about it. Get you straight through to that website. You can get involved. Now, Allen's final ball of his spell. He's been impactful coming into the side today. Can he close it out? Yes, he can. Great set. 4 overs, 2 for 18. Excellent from Fabian Allen. 62 for 4.
Yeah, tough character to get hold of in these conditions. Fabian Allen, beautifully bowled. He's done a good job here. But the Knight Riders on a Super Sunday.
Bills fans for life. And I tell you what, these guys had the best first game ever. 151, they saw Finn Allen here in the Coliseum. Yeah. But madam, you missed it. You missed out.
I wasn't able to attend any of the games last year, and they came back telling this amazing story and how they were going back the next night for more cricket. And I said, this year, I want to be here. I've been here every game this week, and it's been fantastic. I love cricket now.
She loves cricket. Now, what's your favorite part about cricket? What have you enjoyed the most?
Well, I love the colors, I love the sounds, the fans are all super nice and willing to explain the rules that, we don't understand, but it's easy to follow. Like, from game one, I could understand, oh, where's the ball, who's up, bad, what am I cheering for, and having a great time.
Well, there you go. And madam, to your left, well, you have explained the game to a lot of folks. You told me that you tell all the security guards you can explain the game. So I'm going to give you a chance to everyone watching at home. How would you explain to the new viewers what cricket is?
All right. If it hits the boundary, it's a 4. If it goes beyond the boundary, it's a 6. If they're running back and forth, they get 1 point for each run. And what we call a wicket here is an out in baseball if you're, learning from America's standpoint. And each team gets 20 overs, one team, then the other, and they're just chasing the score.
My goodness, you might take my job. Lenny Danny, I'd be careful as well. She's doing a terrific job at that. But I come back to you guys here. I see all the orange, one LAKR shirt on. Who are we rooting for? Who do we root for when we come to the games?
Everyone.
What do you mean by everyone?
Everyone. We root for everybody. We root for, tell them who we root for.
The hydration team. We've done security, the EMTs, the umpires, like just anyone who walks by, honestly.
I tell you what, we might not even walk by here way more often because there's so many great people in this sport in particular, at this ground, who've made all this possible. Lenny Danny, get down here, get your support as well from these guys.
Thank you, man. And I'll tell you something, how well synopsized and explained inside 20 seconds was our brilliant sport there by that lady. Fantastic stuff, and tragic fans being built across the country here by MLC. Sharp turn. Seen a big difference between the two drop-ins we've played on. This one, for both yesterday and today, has turned sharply.
That's still in the ride for you. Helpful conditions. Good luck. Oh, useful.
Again, ragging, spitting out of the turf, but a big smile from Marcus Stoinis because he knows he can't do much about that. You get a short leg in here, do you go on the attack?
Well, I tell you what, if Kyron Pollard was captain and playing, he would. He'd be up in there. He'd probably have two, everyone either side. And it'd be himself. And he'd be having plenty to say. Kyron Pollard, the helmet on, close to the batter.
Then the change-up, quite brilliant from Sunil Narayan. He's a magician. 65 for 4.
Change of order. Come in right arm, bro. Good shot. Keep using it. Keep using it. Well, ball. I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
Loving it, he says, the Spaceman. Behind the stumps. See a lot of swinging across the line in the quest to access the boundary in the power play. It's failed. It's put them in trouble. Slow surface. Require different modus operandi. There's an example of the slowness.
It's just not coming, isn't it? It's like sitting on the wicket quite a bit. What that means is that singles become dearer, strike rotation becomes very important. Scores going get to 120, 135. It's a very good score on this wicket.
Yeah, also the thing to legislate for, and what teams try and do, is that it gets better. Oh, didn't get all of that. Shouts of catch it.
And the catch is comfortably taken once again. Fabian Allen is out there. And now skipper Marcus Stoyan is gone.
Yeah, again the ball stopped on him. Almost waited for it. Got at the bottom of his bat. Again into the deck. He's got it right at the bottom. He knew it as soon as he hit it. It's probably gone. Fabian Allen takes a little catch there. Another wicket for Shadow. Marcus Stoyan scores for 10. 66 for 5 now.
Using it,
66 for 5. And that brings Dasan Shanaka to the crease. A laboured affair, this one, by the Orcas. Ali Sheikh holding things together. You called him Shadow. Oh, there'll be many in Bloemfontein who would be very happy to hear that.
Yeah, the ball didn't come at all, didn't it? Catch for him. I think the only person with the can-do attitude in this Orca batting lineup is Ali Sheikh. I'll figure a way out.
Oh, unfortunate that doesn't go to short third. The edge, and he'll be looking to try and get himself started. Dasan Shanaka. He can strike it. Running out of time. Yeah, I suppose you'd look and say 7 overs is a lot to bat. He doesn't think so. He'll go for it. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. It's a really good shot off a decent length. And to hit it for 6 too. 72 for 5.
He's connected that really well. That ball didn't hold on the wicket, came onto the bat. And you also see him pause before hitting that shot. 236 feet.
Cognizant Major League Cricket going on. Another doubleheader here on a Super Sunday. Here's Sunil Narayan to finish off. Oh, that'll be close. It's very close. Too close for comfort for Ali Sheikh. He has to go upstairs to check it. He's been man alone.
Yeah. Taylor doesn't get it wrong very often. He's been absolutely on the button. This Cognizant MLC.
TV umpire director, we've got an LBW review given out on field. It's a fair delivery. Can we go to front on, please? Okay, the bat goes close to the ball. Can we go through the ultra edge to see if there's bat involved, please? Roll it through the gap there on the left-hand side. Keep rolling it through. Okay, there's no bat involved. Ball on pad, so we can go to ball tracking when it's available. Thank you. Coming up now. Pitching outside off. Impact in line. Wickets is hitting. So the review is lost. You can stay with the original decision, Chris, of out. I'll let you know when you're on screen. signal now.
Fantastic decision once again. We had one from Gregory Brathwaite at the other end, and as a pair, Chris Taylor and Greg Brathwaite, one overturned out of 9, I think it is. In fact, out of 10 it might be. Shake gone. 72 for 6 now. Harmeet Singh now out in the middle, 6 down. The Orcas on the toss and batted here and haven't done a great thing of it so far.
Yeah, new delivery. I think that he's bowling Cognizant MLC. Spiceman, some spicy words there.
I think something to the effect that stone dead. Whatever that is in Spice language.
He's been loud today. Had some words of wisdom to all the bowlers.
Yeah, I'm on about the umpires. 1 out of 9 reviews between these two umpires, Chris Taylor and Gregory Brathwaite, has been overturned, which means when they've been challenged those 9 times, they've got it right, bar 1. That's absolutely fantastic.
Those are phenomenal numbers. Both of them have been so on the money. Just been really confident with their umpiring and decision making. They take their time. They don't look like they're rushed in any way or panicking in any way. Really high quality umpiring from these two. Gregory Brathwaite, 168th T20 game. Tons of experience.
Just a single to finish off, and it's 3 off the over and the wicket as well. 75 for 6. Tough customer, Sunil Narayan, and once again he's had a say about a batting lineup. 4 overs, 2 for 17. Couple of spinners going particularly well. Fabian Allen, 4 overs, 2 for 18.
How good Sunil Narayan's been over the last almost 2 decades now. He's been so consistent, continues to be a threat. He's truly probably the best T20 bowler ever existed.
Sits in the pitches through the shot too quickly. Los Angeles, we're coming. We'll be at the Fairplex in Pomona. And yeah, 1st to the 5th of July. It means there will be fireworks.
On and off the field. Fairplex Pomona, here we come.
Tickets.majorleaguecricket.com. Come and join us. We want your company. We need it. We love it.
Talking about Sunil Narayan. Stat yesterday from Rodney. 41 times that he's managed to achieve an economy rate of 3 to the over or less. 41 times. It's ridiculous, really. I mean, this is outstanding today. You might say, oh, come on, you're expensive.
Yeah, one could argue that.
Off the edge, gone fine, it'll go for 4. They need many more of those.
One of those things when you have some pace behind you, you really want to be accurate with it. These are runs that the LAKR batters will have to score themselves. Pitch the ball up a little bit more. It just feels like he's bowling a little short today. Yeah, that's a much better then. So, given how quick and skiddy he has been,
Keep going, guys. Come on, guys. Energy, Ali. Energy,
the right areas become very critical.
Look at the Lexus team standings. Super Kings up at the top with 3 wins. Knight Riders started the tournament well. Be very happy with their bowling performance to this point. But they've had a couple of wins as well, and we'll want to continue in that vein. They're all bunched up actually, points wise. Darshan Shanaka with another thumping blow. 6 more.
John Song pitched up right up there for him. Again, played beautifully in the V. Got ready early. Watch that connection right under his eyes. Extensions of the hips into that shot. Took it a long way. 170 feet 6.
Score. First innings 7-3. 2026. Cognizant see. He's got hold of that as well on the legs and pitched up, and he'll have that for breakfast, lunch and dinner. 2 in a row finishes the over. 19 off that one. It's 94 for 6.
Another half a dozen. That's too easy. It's asking to be punished. It's been off target today. He can't. Let them move on now.
Yeah, what can they cobble together? That's the question. Oh, that helps things. Helps a great deal. A couple more of those towers would be nice. Here the Orcas. Here's Holder. Yeah, Darshan Shanaka is really good striker. 3 scoring shots, 3 sixes. That's the latest of them. The easiest of the lot. The other 2 shots particularly impressive because he's forcing off a length. But that time on the pads, Fuller, batter's dream of those, and has taken full toll on that. Hence the big Burj in their Manhattan, so to speak. we've seen that at the back end there can be a flurry of boundaries. Those who are good hitters, think of Ferreira, think of Stoinis as well, as in this side is out now. But they can, if they just take an over, 2 overs where they get a hold of a bowler, they can get what is a respectable score. And sometimes we think respectable, and yet it actually is a winning score.
Absolutely. And that's why the bowling team needs to be right on top. Right on top of things when they've got the advantage. Probably get 2 more for this. Chand will clean up. To look at this, and most teams, even I think even yesterday there was a game where the opposition were at Mumbai, were at for 6, I think, and from there they went on to score 144, and that was a winning score.
In the gap, it'll go for 4 more. And this is lovely to follow on from the previous over that yielded 19. They've got 8 here, and there's a couple more balls to go. Bring up the 100 as well, the Orcas.
This is a game of momentum, and you can feel the momentum shifting now. 100 comes up for the Orcas. Just find themselves back in this game.
Nicely played.
Is it just me, or has the wicket just gotten suddenly better to bat on?
just a little better with the pace on. I think it's certainly much easier.
Yeah, feels like it's coming on at the bat without stopping anymore, Palmer. Suddenly, all of a sudden. As the beauty of the game that we're all involved in. Conditions keep changing, the variabilities keep the game fresh.
Maybe it's around about 5 to 4 every day. Local time.
Maybe that
tide comes in or something like that. One of those quicks. Oh, hurry, hurry. He'll be okay. Thinking of a second as well, cheekily. Yeah, 10 off, 11 off. That's good. 105 for 6.
Four overs to go here in match 14 of the Cognizant MLC 2026, and the Orcas who won the toss, wanted to bat first. Both captains wanted to bat first, but it's the men in green and blue having first dibs. It's been tough going in terms of slow nature of this pitch, and if you've just tuned in, really is about that. The drop in pitches and the very different weather patterns that happen in San Francisco, this side of the west coast of the United States, makes it very challenging for the ground staff to know what's coming in terms of weather. So hence the slightly slower nature in the pitches this season, as opposed to last of season 3, 2025. Back to that amazing innings of 151 from Finn Allen. Smashed 19 sixes, and it was just a little bit more slick. And then also, if you're just thinking about the difference during the day, it tends to help the spinners, and they get to have a bit more of a say. And then at night, cools off a lot more, and that does affect cricket pitches or cricket squares around the globe, and it does drop substantially. You can have that Just a little bit of slickness more about it because of the temperature dropping and sometimes a bit of dew in different parts of the world. So interesting to see with the keeper standing up. It's Andre Fletcher against someone like Van Schalkwyk, who can be quite slippery at times and nippy. But such is the surface, Liam Plunkett.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell there's something in the surface because the bowler and the batsman are smiling at each other and laughing at each other. They recognise there's something hard in that surface to be able to hit the ball cleanly.
Up. Is it enough? Yeah, betcha. Gone for the maxi. Shanaka, they needed this, did the Orcas.
Good striker of the ball, Danny Shanaka. We've seen it down in Texas. Beautiful swing of the bat. A little bit short here from Shadley. Didn't get his length right. Wasn't short enough to be slow ball bouncer. Wasn't full enough to trouble the stumps. And it was just there, sat up nicely for Shanaka to dispatch it into the crowd.
On with that width there. Sometimes you'll see bowlers just setting the field and just wanting to bowl that little bit slower into these sort of conditions and gripping. But yeah, the length is there for Shanaka. Carve it away. I've just also been enlightened that today was the first time a team batting first in the Cognizant MLC reached the halfway stage, 10 overs, with going less than a run a ball. Just shows you how tricky and tough it is here this afternoon at the Oakland Coliseum. Losing wickets, regular intervals is tough. 12, 15, 16, 32, 66 and 72. So this is a good partnership for the Orcas. 41 from 22, Shanaka and Harmeet Singh. Long may it continue for Seattle fans. Gone! Gave him a kiss off. See you later, Harmeet Singh.
I think by the look of it, he was waiting for the slow ball, and I think that was actually pace on. So I think the way that the bowling today is sometimes you bowl your stock ball and the off cut is the variation. Here it might be the variation is the quicker ball. A lot of off cutters and your variation is that fast ball. That's what looked like happened here with Shadley. Seeing the opportunity to squeeze that through and to hit them stumps. A good wicket as Harmeet was hitting some good boundaries. And that replay here. It's actually a stumping. I thought I clipped the stump. It was a stumping. Great work behind the stumps with the Spice Man. Loves his dancing, loves his celebrations. One of the best at doing that. Wicket for LA Knight Riders. Harmeet Singh goes for 19. The score is 113 for 7.
Seven down, number 9. Gannon is out there. So wide here to start the 18th. Shanaka not relying on him now to get them up over something more substantial. Little nick and the stumping, got it both. Oh, well done, Spicy. Andre Fletcher. There is the nick. So that constitutes first. So he's actually given out caught behind because he's nicked it and then caught, but the stumping as well. In baseball, it's a double play, not having that.
It's out.
It's the main thing. That is the main thing. It's definitely OUT. I'm just looking at projected scores. Can they get to close to get that 140? Eights from here is around 137, 138.
Yeah, we seen yesterday where the Knight Riders did struggle. Obviously chasing with Spiceman was 40 odd and didn't have much of the strike. They're doing a great job here with the ball. The skipper's ball on a beautiful line of length. It's hard to get away. Smashing that length with a bit of medium pace. 75, Danny.
He's got the smarts, of course, as Jason Holder, and he bowling within himself, conditions in front of him. He knows there's the go here. Cutters, a little bit of swinging out Bretsky, bounce. Cameron Gannon has been around the scene for some time. Played a bit here, of course, in Cognizant MLC. Let's see if he can get one out of the meat. Blade over the fence, help the cause, as it were. It'll do, because it'll get Shanaka back on strike.
Bang it down the ground, Danny. Beautiful in the V. Shot. Clever cricket. Get off strike straight away. Shanaka's back on. He's hitting the ball nicely with 27 off 12. He'd be looking to keep this momentum going and get the team up to 150, which is a decent total on this pitch.
And conversely, the Knight Riders would like to get rid of Shanaka right now. Almost through with a very full block hole delivery. Not quite.
Loves the leg side. I think that's the strength here. Pretty good from Shanaka this innings. Hit some boundaries. He's 28 off 13. Just showing his 4 sixes. Very good on the leg side. Very strong. Good wrists. And he just send the ball into the crowd. But hopefully he'll be pushing on here. Hopefully he can get another 25-30 and put his team in a decent position going into the halftime break.
Still 2 to go in the over. An over. Take that, because again, Shanaka can face the last delivery of the 80.
Big guy fancies it. Gannon fancies putting it into the crowd. Why not? Need a few boundaries here. Let's leave it to Shanaka, but he is playing nicely. Let's see what he does with this last ball, and then he has a couple of overs to do some more damage.
It hit the boot first. It was a little squeeze of some wood. That's the signal. We'll wait for this. Yeah, runs. Got a little bit of willow on the last one, so goes and runs away. Yeah, signals that. So 9 off the 18th, and the Orcas edge up to 1-2-2 for 7.
That was actually a fantastic over. That was a really good over, good execution. That last ball was right on the money, but the batsman, Shanaka, managed to get a big, thick outside edge on that. You see it here. Executed well, Yorker. Actually a tad bit a low full toss. Nicked on it, 4 runs. Doesn't matter how they come. 4 more runs added to the total. And got 2 big overs here. Let's see what Gannon and Shanaka.
Dozen deliveries left in this innings for the Seattle Orcas, who went up front because the coin went the way of Marcus Stoinis. Very keen to bat first and post a total. Bowlers a pretty good time of it. Skolkvik with his last. Lucky it's been somewhat clothed, but effective because it's a single, and again it's back over to you, Dustin Shanaka.
When we look at Owen batting yesterday, the way that he hitting the ball, yes, he was hitting the full speed deliveries, but when the slow balls were executed, he actually gave himself a little bit more time. He didn't throw his hands at it too early. He gave himself a split second, which allowed the slow ball to come to him, and that's why he was so good at dispatching that.
Reload. Shadley, dear fellow. They'll all count, and that'll be nice and generous with the extras. They've been pretty good, pretty disciplined. That's only what is it, the 4th extras, couple of leg byes, couple of wides. They've been pretty disciplined. Have the Knight Riders with ball in hand. Trying to bowl those wide line Yorkers. There's one. That's not a bad stroke. Oh, should have done better. Who's that down there? Mr. Trump. That's a fine, dear fellow. Should have got there. He's a decent athlete too, Matt Trump.
Yeah, you can't fault the effort. It was a full-length dive, but he probably expect himself to grab that. He was trying to go wide line, paint the wide line. It was actually a good shot, not far off a good delivery. But it was a good execution from the batsman who got a good piece of that over kind of cover where there was no fielder. Well, there was kind of a fielder, but he missed it. 4 runs to Shanaka.
Yeah, it was a good effort. Just done himself a little bit of a mischief there, landing like that, but good long grass, got to say. So good cushioning. Yeah, talk about breaching that 140. That's a given. It's got to be a must, really.
With this obviously plan that Shadley's bowling wide hole, is there any point in having that deep square leg? Can you put him out deep point, which gives you more options? That delivery probably would have been stopped and would have been one, which would have got Gannon on strike.
Yeah, I'm 100% with you, Liam. Take that offside with it. Strategy of being there, you see, and so now he's got the keeper up. Fletcher's got the helmet on. He's applauding. It's just a little wide, but yeah, I'm with you. They're sort of not brought into play. The amount of deep backward square, that's a bad delivery if you're trying to now bowl this strategy. Wide on off stump.
Well, that fielder's wasted. He is strong on the leg side, but he's going to do well to reach, get right across and reach that to square leg, bring square leg up, put someone out deep point.
Straight up. Fletcher, the man with the gloves, having a go. Oh, no! Fletch! He got rid of the helmet. I wonder if he got rid of the glasses as well. Sunglasses on. Yeah, they've stayed on. Massively disappointed not to execute this.
Like a slower ball that stuck in the pitch, outside off stump. Big swing, the helmet got flung on the ground. He still had his glasses on, Danny, but he managed to drop it. Popped out of his gloves. Yeah, should be grabbing them as the wicketkeeper. Disappointed to drop that, but that could be a big loss with Shanaka still on fire here with plenty of balls left.
So Gannon, again, he's doing the right thing. He keeps rotating that strike back to Shanaka. Now, the 2 left. Can Shanaka make the Knight Riders pay for that spill? Fletcher should have definitely had that. Did the right thing, got the helmet off, had the sunglasses on, everything in his favour. But of course, blue sky. There's no ceiling, as we say in the trade. Oh, that's a beauty. What a classic. And he is making them pay here for that drop catch. 4 more.
Beautiful shot, but again, what's your fielding plan? You're executing the ball that you wanted to execute, but your fielder's not backing you up. I think it's, here we go, it's a little bit later, but square leg is coming up, and we're getting like a deep point, which is a smart decision for me. Get him ball outside the line, get him reaching across and slice into the offside with the fielders giving you protection.
What's that about horses and gates and bolting and oh dear. Bowled. Unlucky. 13 off the 19th. Well bowled. Shatters 135 for 7. Well, you think about this Knight Riders side and with their powerful batting. Think about Munro and Fletcher, then you got Chund. About Narayan, possibly. He could be a bit lower down. You got Powell, I think, would be ahead of him. Saif Badar. So yeah, good-looking batting lineup for the Knight Riders to track down whatever's posted. Here's Ali Khan with the last over. Wonderful slower ball. Got to be awake to this cannon. Yeah, I've snuck through. Not ideal.
Smart cricket by Shanaka, running through to the keeper there, running through to the Spiceman, get him back on strike. It's a great ball, great slow ball with a swing and a miss, but they still managed to get that single. What's that going to cost him with these 5 balls left in the season?
Hold. Sitting in the pitch, and they'll have to come back for 2, and they'll do it easy. It was, yeah, annoying really. That first one was a bye. Got to be awake to this, everyone in the field. So on. You knew it was going to come if he played a miscan, and he did. So that's frustrating for the bowler.
I think it's really good bowling. Wide line, heavy length, short into the pitch, sorry, but pace off, and he reached for that. Not much pace behind that delivery. I think it's a smart to go wide of the crease, take your pace off, keep it from his leg side, because that's where he's really strong.
Big piece of this. Yeah, it's gone all the way for the full toll. Sixer. Another change of pace, doesn't quite work this time for Ali Khan, but it does for Dasun Shanaka.
Leg cutter, but it was kind of slot ski. It wasn't probably too short, too full again. It's easy, just sits up nicely. He kept his shape a bit like Owen did yesterday. He waited for the ball, which allowed him to absolutely nail it over long on, and he'll take 6 for that.
Shanaka, little milestone just around the corner. He's got plenty of time, got half an over. Reload. Nil count. So the lowest total defended by Seattle, I've just been thrown here, 177 versus San Francisco Unicorns. And that was in the inception year of Cognizant MLC, and that was in Dallas in 2023. Different surface, different conditions, of course. 1-4-5 is pretty useful at this stage, Lee.
A couple more boundaries on this, taking 155. That's definitely a decent total on this pitch. Difficult chase.
Yeah, class. 50 for Shanaka. Lovely little bit of timing to go through extra cover.
The Pod squad needed this. They needed this innings from Shanaka. He brings his 50 up with a good shot through that offside. Kind of, I think Ali Khan was trying to go wide hole, tried to get that Yorker in, but he missed it, which allows Shanaka to get his hands through and hit that ball for 4 and bring up his 50. An excellent 50 in this situation.
Well, you just think back to match 12 just a couple ago. 144 for 6, MI New York. And LA couldn't track it down. They were 103 all out in the 20th over, 19.5, and lost quite comfortably by 41. So again, that sort of nervousness here for the LA Knight Riders. Looks like they're going to breach 150 for sure. The Orcas. Thrashing blade. Teeth are gnashing here from Shanaka. 150 is breached now by those in green and blue.
Bowler will feel hard done by there, but still a little bit in that half volley length. Doesn't quite get that or execute the Yorker, and it was slot actually, Danny, but the batsman didn't hit it with the middle of the bat. He hit it with the outside of the bat, and it still went for 4. The Orcas will be happy with the boundary.
Last ball. No time. Again, it's just got to keep coming. Keep coming. Oh, Shanaka.
Red Inca.
Yeah, but the man was running to the danger end. Gannon was right. You just got to keep going. The misfield, bad throw, you've got to keep going. They end up 155 for 7. 19 off the final over. That's a beauty. They'll take that. Given the situation where they were 72 for 6, I reckon they definitely gleefully grabbed this with both hands.
Yeah, I agree. They brought it back nicely. It was a struggle, but they got going towards the back end and they've given themselves a good total on this pitch. Dastan Shanaka highlights here. 5 4s and 5 6s, played well around the ground, and that was such an important knock for the team.
There takes the applause as Dastan Shanaka. Very good innings late in the piece, and you think the top order got blown away. You had Ali Sheikh with these 38 from 29. Stoinis got to double figures and got out. And then you had the Shanaka and Harmeet Singh show. 19 off 16 and 58 not out from 23. Very, very good innings indeed to allow the Seattle Orcas to breach the 150. They'll take that, as I say, with both hands at 72 for 6 or 7 for 113 they were. So it's a very good little partnership of 41 from 22 at the dead. Bowling, yeah, it started off all right.
Yeah, the Knight Riders started off really well. You had Chadley picked up 2, Fabian Allen 2, a wicket on his first ball. Jason Holder was probably one of the standout bowlers, but Narayan again, 2 for 17 off 4. Ali Khan was a little bit expensive, went for 50 with no wickets off his 4.
Rightio, I think it's time to go sideline with Aman Patel.
Here with Dastan Shanaka. Want to start with 154. How do you feel about that total?
I think it's a really good total, from the situation that we were in, and it's a very good score, especially in a day game.
Yeah, for yourself, your first Major League half century, how'd it feel out there?
Yeah, I feel really good. See, I'm batting to low down the order. Still happy to contribute whatever from the situation that I'm in.
And that wicket, it looked like it got better to bat on. Tell me about what you saw in the middle.
It got better and better on, especially, to defend such a kind of a total, we need to execute the plans.
Well done today, and good luck in the second innings.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Yeah, very good innings indeed. 58 not out. Now then, 155 is the target. Can they do it? They muffed it in match 12. Let's see. We'll take a break, come back with a run chase.
only one question away from winning the Remit League goodies as well as
Well, another beautiful day here in the Bay. Our final match day of this leg of Cognizant MLC Season 4, match number 14. And the Orcas have Dasun Shanaka to thank for rescuing them from a very difficult position. At one point, they were 72 for 6, just that innings of 38 from Ali Sheikh. But then the Sri Lankan came into his own, smoking 58 off just 23 deliveries. Got a bit of support from Harmeet Singh, and it drove that total of 154 for 7. Here's the best of the highlights from the first innings. A couple of boundaries in the first over off Van Schalkwijk, who, a little bit like Ali Khan, was expensive, but then he introduced to the team. Fabian Allen struck, cleaning up Shaihan Jahangir. Holder then got rid of the dangerous Bretsky shortly afterwards, and that was the big wicket. Sunil Narayan tempting Shimron Hetmeyer into a big stroke. And Van Schalkwijk took the catch. Ali Sheikh played nicely, hitting 6 boundaries altogether, utilising plenty of innovation. But he lost Tim Seifert, who was caught in the deep off Allen for just 10. As Robin Pell did the outfielding. But Sheikh continued to attack. His best ever effort in MLC history as he was promoted up the order. Left-hander played really nicely. Marcus Stoinis was the next to be dismissed. And then a beautiful delivery. Great piece of spin bowling. And Chris Taylor, the umpire, decided it was going to go on to hit the middle stump, and that was very much the fact on review. And then we saw the best, both of the Spiceman with some brilliant glove work, actually given out cut behind, as well as stumped a bit of a double play. And then a big moment as Shanaka was put down, and that was costly, because he took a real liking to Ali Khan at the death. Round-armed Khan, who bowled with great pace, hit around the ground, and ultimately ended up bringing his own 50 up. Yeah, none for 50 for Ali Khan, the most expensive of the attack. Look at that though, from both Fabian Allen and Sunil Narayan, very impressive. Jason Holder was good too. 2 American bowlers today, very expensive indeed. One of the real stars that we have here at Cognizant MLC is the mystery spinner, the magician himself from Trinidad, Sunil Narayan. Let's find out more about him.
Sunil Narayan absolutely does Quinton de Kock.
I don't think much has changed. I try to keep the same. Obviously, you get more experience, you understand certain things, and I think I'm more enjoying it rather than looking, because obviously when you start, you want to pick up wickets, see how much wickets you get. Now it's just trying to see whatever the game requires of me and try to do that my very best. I think it's a good achievement, reaching that landmark. It's longevity, and it's a game I love playing, so hopefully there's plenty more to come after 600. No, I think I'll be the same, because at the end of the day, it's still a cricket game. Yes, it's 600 for me, but at the end of the day, it's a team sport, so it's going to be more or less the same, but I'm happy to reach that landmark. I think just playing game for game, tournament for tournament, just enjoying the moment and being able to execute my God-given talent to the world. I think the future no one knows, but as a mindset, it's all about playing as long as the body and the mind is there. I think once I'm enjoying it, I'll play as long as possible, but only time will tell for that.
And because it's his 600th T20 match, becoming just the second cricketer in the history of the game to get to that landmark, joining his great friend Kyron Pollard. Now, the Knight Riders have Having suffered defeat yesterday, will be looking to end this Oakland leg with a victory. To do that, they'll need 155 to win. Come and join us for every single ball after this break. Welcome back to the beautiful Bay Area. Match number 14 of Cognizant MLC Season 4 here. And the LA Knight Riders looking to bounce back from yesterday's defeat versus the Seattle Orcas. 155, the target that the Knight Riders will need. And they were chasing yesterday on this same surface. Needed 145 to win against MI New York. And they weren't able to do it. Will they be able to turn it around today? In that instance yesterday, they were bowled out for just 103. Nobody apart from Andre Fletcher really did much with the bats. They collapsed from 53 for none all the way to that 103 all out. Can they make a better fist of this chase as Colin Munro, Kiwi, will open the batting alongside the Spice Man himself, Andre Fletcher, who, apart from that drop catch, had a very good time of things with the gloves in the first innings. As Marcus Stoinis will continue with this ploy of opening the bowling up in the power play. He'll do that from the Oakland Hills end of the ground. 23 wickets so far for him in his MLC career with a new team this year, the Seattle Orcas. Been a good move as well, hasn't it, for the Orcas, getting Stoinis over, not just in terms of his playing ability, but also his captaincy, his leadership. 2 fielders allowed outside the circle in the first 6 overs of this Lexus power play. There's 1 on each side, legging off. Here we go. Great to have the company of Pommy and Bango alongside me. Pommy, firstly, good afternoon to you. Can we tell people what we were just doing? Having a great catch up with Sir Vivian Richards himself here.
Great man's around. Yeah. Nice that he is here, and yeah, great man is right. Absolutely fantastic guy and wonderful ambassador of the game. Always good to listen to. Even more so to just reminisce with. Times gone by, which many who are watchers of the game now might not have seen, and I think that's to all and sundry, because, you know, many who would need to be older to have seen him play live, to have witnessed such greatness.
First runs into the leg side. Yeah, Sir Viv here is MLC ambassador throughout this Oakland leg. Been enjoying the action too. I think he's been impressed with the cricket that he's been watching, as we all have. It's been so tightly fought this season thus far. For the LA Knight Riders, a real chance to head down to their new home ground in Pomona, just east of Los Angeles next week, by finding a third win from their 4 games so far. They're right up towards the top of the table. They could join the Super Kings with a win here this afternoon.
The 154, I think, is a good score, actually. To look at Pomona, which is what you're talking about, and a fair play. So we're all looking forward to actually going there and seeing it for a couple of reasons. One, it's new, and a new home, a new arena, a new field, a new ground, and new spectators. You want that, but also throw forward to Los Angeles 28 for the Olympics. So that's outstanding. Tickets.majorleaguecricket.com if you want to come and join us, and we would love your company. 154 here, I think, is a good score. And what we've seen through the course of the time we've been here this time around is that the pitch kind of quickly gets better. And whilst it's a good score, there is that mitigation for, or there's the necessity for it, for that it will be better next time around for the batting team.
I very much agree with you. I think it's an above average score from what we've seen in the afternoon games so far. End of the first, 2 for none. With the bowling attack that the Orcas have, particularly Bartman and Singh right up there towards the top of the wicket takers charts. Stoinis being effective. I'd like to see a little bit more from Harmeet Singh on a surface that should help him as well. I think they'll have every belief that they can defend this total. Jesse Singh, economy rate a little higher than he would like throughout his career, but he is a wicket taker, and he's showing that yet again this season. He'll get things going from the bay end here. Two fielders he's going to go with in the deep, long on, so that's straight down the ground. Left of your screen as you look at a moment, and then have a deep square leg in place as well. Left hand, right hand opening combination, always difficult, not just for the bowlers, but for the captains as well. Up in the power play. See one at the top of your screen there. The other left hand side. This is down the track.
You know, you were talking about how the Los Angeles Knight Riders could take a good record thus far back home, and that would be fantastic for them. Seems a revival, really, a really different season to seasons gone by. They've been the team that's kind of struggled to get going at all through the course of the tournament.
Put down Went straight in and straight out. It was a sharp chance for Ali Sheikh at backward point. Came at a catchable height though, but didn't get enough of it to hold on.
Oh dear. You want to create chances early, you want to make sure that you take them. Never easy, a backward point. But as they go, he'll feel he should have taken that, as does Jesse Singh. And there is, I suppose you'd call it the box, where you don't have to dive a long way. So in the box, you want to make sure you're taking, well, you'd say high 90s, 100% really, because it's right at you. And then the boxes get slightly bigger. You have to move to your left, move to your right, go up. And as you go away from your body, is whether you have to dive or move, and it gets more difficult.
Oh, now this is close. This is very close. Out goes the dreaded finger. Right on the money from Jesse Singh. But Colin Munro would like to have another look. Upstairs we go.
To the umpire director, we have an LBW review given out on field. It's a fair delivery. You go to front on, please. Okay, the ball goes close to the back. We check with Ultra Edge, please. Stand by for Ultra Edge. Roll this through. Roll it through. There's a gap there on the left-hand side, yeah, so there's no bat involved. So we can go through to ball tracking when it's available, please. Coming up now. Pitching outside off, impacts in line. Wickets is missing. So the review is retained. I have to get you to change your decision to not out, Chris. I'll let you know when you're on screen. Signal now.
By the barest of margins, Munro will survive. Just a fraction over the top. Remember, all it needed to do was catch any of that. Even an umpire's call would have been enough for the decision on field to stay. Instead, Munro survives.
Yeah, I wondered if he was giving it out caught behind. Because I thought, with the way it just bounces through, you expect it to be going over the top.
Puts into the pad, run out chance, but the Spiceman gets going quickly enough to get home. An action-packed over ends up with 4 coming from it, 6 for none.
A discussion between these two experienced men will be about making sure they give their side a start. An early partnership kind of sorts it all out. But for the most part, it doesn't mean it's done and dusted, but it puts them in the box C.
Here's our Remitly leading wicket takers chart, and 2 men in green, number 1 and 2 in the table. Jesse Singh could have had a 12th there, not quite, but here's the other man, top of the charts. Otniel Bartman has been so good. You'll have seen a lot of him in the SA20 in particular. It looks like he's taken a real shine to his time here in the United States.
A good bowler. Yeah, good bowler everywhere, to be perfectly honest. Wonderful T20 bowler. Generally good economy, but what's most impressive is his strike rate is potent. He gets wickets for everybody. They want him to take wickets here. This 154 requires some early wickets. Just winding back the clock to start of the tournament. 4 for 33. Quite a few fourfers. Just augmenting a statement about his potency.
Talking about that opening partnership and the importance of that, Pommy, these two have combined really effectively thus far. It's their 4th time opening the batting together all this season for LAKR. They put on 70 and then 58 and then 53. The only thing they might not have got right was the running between the wickets, because that run out yesterday sparked the collapse. I don't think Colin Munro was at all happy with Andre Fletcher as he was trudging off either. 53 for none, all of a sudden became a very calamitous collapse. They weren't able to hunt down that MI New York total. They generally started very brightly indeed.
He's a wicket taker, really is. This is a look at him against today's opposition. 3 for 36.
Just up and over the head of mid-wicket. Bartman has his hands on his head because he thought he had yet another. But Fletcher gets a good piece and gets the first boundary of the chase.
Would have had his heart in his mouth, Andre Fletcher, because he doesn't get it out the middle. And he'd have seen Matthew Bretsky there motioning to go towards the ball. It just had enough height on it.
Much more convincing this time. One bounce and back-to-back boundaries. Had just dropped back Bretsky at mid-wicket, but very well clear of him and 4 more.
You'd say that's an illustration of how much better the pitch gets when you go from innings to innings as we go through the day. One before hits the bottom of the bat, but this here seems to come on quite nicely, and batters can then line up a bowler's length. And those are 2 deliveries pitched in the same sort of area, and he's able to help them onto the onside.
There he comes down the ground. Really nice salvo here from Fletcher. Makes it 3 consecutive boundaries to round out the over. Knight Riders 20 for none.
Nice shot. 3-card trick. So 2 are in on a length and have been sort of short arm jabbed and pulled to the leg side. The batter knows that as bowler, it's natural that you'll then just creep up further. Uses his feet and goes down the ground. Really good batting, Andre Fletcher.
Here with Shadley from Skulkwick. Shadley, thank you so much for spending some time with out here.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
You've got the ball in your hand, and we've talked so much about this wicket and the right things to do on it. You opened the bowling today as we see another delivery bowled in, and you guys have gotten off to a good start. But when you were opening the bowling, we saw Andre Fletcher up at the stumps. Why was that?
I think it's just the nature of the slow wicket. I think to sort of, again, drop the ego, bring the keeper up so they can't advance and create a little bit of pace. So I think that was important for me, just take the batter's feet away a little bit and try it my length. It was very important.
Yeah, we saw you utilize your cutters very early. Is that another plan for you guys, not maybe trying to swing it with the new ball, but rather trying to use the cut and the surface?
I think for me it was kind of trying to stay unpredictable. I think the ball was swinging nice at the beginning, but as I've sort of gone and assessed, batters enjoy pace on. So I've tried to take some pace off. I've tried to take some pace off and sort of create a chance with defensive attacking, I guess.
And we heard from Dasun Shanaka that the wicket was getting better to bat on for him. Did you, as a bowler, feel as if that was happening as well?
I did feel that. As you went along, it actually started, I wouldn't say quickening up necessarily, but just taking a little bit more true and getting a little bit better. I think we also bowled fairly well. Just every now and then hit the wrong field, but I think it did get better in the end, yes, it did.
You've got the ball in your hand, so I'm going to ask you, we saw you bowl both the off and the leg cutter. What does that look like for you?
So it's fairly simple. To the left hand is I go off cutter. Off cutter, just roll my finger up there and go around the ball. Just go around the ball, try to get as much pace off and possibly think of turning the ball. To the left, to the right hand, I go leg cutter. It's just split that finger and I roll it through there. Take pace off and hopefully it stops in the wicket and gives me a chance.
Well, there's brilliant starts you guys have gotten off to. These two have been brilliant for you guys straight from the outset. What has been the discussion behind batting, especially here in Oakland?
I think just taking responsibility, controlling what you can, trusting the process, and as a batter, just taking responsibility when you have a chance to bat, yes.
Well, Shadley, thank you so much for joining us, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, great insight from the American opening bowler, Shadley van Schalkwijk. Giving us the insight, not just on his approach, but also the conditions out there, and a strong feeling that the surface definitely improving as the day goes on, and that trend is continuing here as 2 more boundaries in this over. First 2 of Colin Munro's innings. Knight Riders took their time at first, seemed to be assessing conditions nicely. Goes to the off cutter just as Van Schalkwijk is telling us about it.
Better slower out the blocks than sort of try and go helter-skelter. Fired, I think just going at about the right rate. And boundary here, boundary there. That's all that's necessary to this point. 4 done. 9 without loss.
Change your polar. Colleagues coming right arm round to you.
Another strong start for the Knight Riders. Opening partnership has been a good one in 2026. Jasdeep Singh will come back into the attack in the Lexus power play and change ends as well. Greeted with a boundary from the Kiwi. We have one in the commentary box as well.
Yes, hello, Nickers. Nikil Uttamchandani. Got to say, we all can appreciate the nuances in terms of the power play in 2020 cricket. We're going to make the most of it with just 2 men out and the ball maybe just sliding on okay. Shiny new ball. And Munro and Fletcher will be all over this. They'll understand that they need to make the most of those first 6 overs.
Been some close calls with these two in the running between the wickets. Of course, run out yesterday, Munro.
Yeah, there's that run out of Munro yesterday. He was rather miffed with his partner, Andre Fletcher. So it was just a little too close to the fielder, and the judgment wasn't quite there in terms of Fletcher's call. It was too risky and proved very risky. In fact, it proved the downfall of Munro with that run out. And there's those good lengths. You can get nicked out just on that length, not too full. It's tasty. And that is Fletcher at his best. Flying through the offside on the up. Appreciated by that young man. And by Nickel.
Man named Spiceman from Danny Morrison, or by Danny Morrison, I should say. That shot with a lot of flavor. Bit of cinnamon, some black pepper as well. So important that they keep going on. I'll tell you why in a second. Sometimes you be brave and you gain fortune. Fletcher's really up to gear in the last couple of overs.
Again, fast hands from Fletcher, flaying at it. Cross seam, pace on. Ooh, very close to that leg stump. Another afternoon. The stumps are disturbed and you're on your way back for an early shower. Fletcher, fortunate. That's his 5th boundary. Started to get things humming here. The man from the Grenadines. From Grenada. Gorgeous part of the world there. Fletcher and co. Went through a little tour there, Nickel. Went for on a tour, an old factory, rum factory. You saw the sugar and everything that got made to create the rum, where Andre Fletcher is from. Really love a bit of history there.
I'll get you a tour of Los Angeles, Danny. Pomona. Have you ever been there? That's where we're going next.
Yeah, well, I've seen a bit of downtown Oakland with Pommy and Bungwa. Been out walking regularly and popped out and about. A couple of restaurants.
Another chance, and it's taken. Hetmeyer, he's been so safe, and Jasdeep Singh is the one that is laughing last. Cognizant clutch catch.
Sure was. What a clutch indeed. It went up to the moon and back. Yeah, such a good catcher of the cricket ball, Shimron Hetmeyer. On the advance, yeah, just a little high on the blade, not quite out of the middle. This hung up for an eternity and kept his composure, lost his balance, but still holding on to steepler. Fletcher goes, bright and breezy, 23 from 13. Knight Riders lose their first one at 42.
Unmuk Chan, 19 and 7 scores in the tournament so far. Prolific season in 2025, needs to get a score in an important position. And Otniel Bartman, who dismissed Monroe, match 7 in Dallas, is finishing the power play.
Yeah, one to go on the Lexus power play, so important. And important from an Orcas perspective to break this partnership. It's looking threatening. Well judged, Shimron Hetmeyer. And about the breeze here swirling in a big stadium. Jasdeep Singh, he liked it, didn't he? Pumped.
And now, folks, the Orcas will know that teams have lost that first wicket. You think about the Knight Riders yesterday, they were cruising 53 for none, and then lost 10 wickets for 50 runs. It's been the trend here as the ball gets softer and you lose wickets. Batters are finding it tough to start. So they're in now, cross-seamed from Bartman. And I wonder, Danny, if because of that fact and what happened yesterday, Monroe, knowing exactly what they need, 7.5 runs and over, he can almost come off the throttle a bit, play safe, low-risk cricket in the middle, while maybe the others around him be a bit more progressive.
Yeah, that's one way of looking at that strategy. But I know Monroe, he does like to go big and hard early. He is aggressive, but you're right, his experience on surfaces all around the world, Colin Monroe that is. Oh, is it? Is it? They're celebrating. Muk Chung might be out very, very early. You can't get any earlier. First pill. Probably just maybe check this upstairs, possibly, in terms of it carrying and getting fingers underneath.
I think that will be confirmed. Excellent catch. Low. Shayan Jahangir, who sometimes has the gloves on. Excellent work, and Unmuk Chan, the disappointing season continues. Gone for none, 43 for 2. Saif Badar, 3 from 11 yesterday, was a struggle for him. Originally from Pakistan. He too, like Unmuk Chan, was positive last season, but has been quiet to start. That will help his confidence for to get off the mark.
Indeed. Boundary early always helps, but Bartman, incredible how he gets people out so regularly. Down about this game of cricket, you think about guys with the golden arm. You mentioned that. It's a cricket cliche that they get people out regularly. Go-to guy comes on, break a partnership, and get people out. Regular occasions.
47 for 2 after the Lexus power play. In the last 2 games, the Knight Riders had gone with Sunil Narain at 4. Maybe to just maintain the left-right combination, but with Monroe still there, they've gone Saif Badar today. Keeping an eye on Daniel when Jason Holder comes to the crease as well. Having the best 24 months of his life in terms of T20 cricket in the batting and bowling discipline. We were there in the Caribbean last year. Harmeet Singh's going to come into the attack. Batted at 5 in the Caribbean and got the most runs in a season. Can he take some more responsibility with his ability against spin, against Harmeet Singh and Ali Sheikh?
He enjoys that role, doesn't he, Jason Holder? He likes taking that responsibility and coming in. Golden Duck, very first ball, timing not quite there. Just a fraction too early from Unmuk Chun. And his demise out for, well, the earliest possible way to get out. First ball. Bartman on the case. But yeah, your point there, Monroe hanging around. He'll do that now. He's got to start. It's important he kicks on. So yeah, I'd go with it. I'd go with Holder to come in, particularly if Saif Badar gets out. Him to come in and just work it around. He's got such extra distance because he's so tall with reaching the ball, manipulating the field, working it, not just about bashing it.
The wicket falls now, you think he'd absorb more of the spin. Rodman Powell could maybe hit the pace later on. Lexus power play began with a drop chance of Fletcher. He then took advantage.
Yeah, good to see Spicy. Sort of entertaining as a 23. So good with those big bashing ones until there. A bit high on the blade, and then Chun is the other man to go. Reload. Yeah, so good for the Orcas to get back in the game. Got one, you got two. Fell at 42 and 43 for the Knight Riders innings. 50 up now. Again, one of those indecisive runs between the wicket, and it's involving Colin Munro. It certainly was Saif Badar's call. It's gone behind the wicket, so when he goes behind the wicket on this side and behind the keeper, certainly the non-striker's call to come through and come to that danger end.
Another quick one. Brennan, I have a question for you, Danny. I'm going to ask it in the next over. Something I've been thinking about in terms of the future of the game. Fans at home, brace yourselves. We're going to get the wise Morrison, which doesn't come out too often.
Well, it's on holiday, you see.
Nice running. And it's the fourth time in 4 games, folks, that the Knight Riders have outscored their opposition in the power play. The real game begins for them outside of it. Think back to the history of this tournament. They've been not great chasing. 4 wins in 13 games. They tend to lose their way in the middle. Got so much power, but how do you get that power coming in at the right time? These guys have got a big role. Another one goes. First Jasdeep Singh, now Harmeet Singh. Warning signs for the Knight Riders.
Bring on the Singh brothers. They really are playing the tunes here. The bowlers and the DJ. Great stuff. The flight, Guile wanted a sweep, just a fraction too full, and the length was key. Yeah. Letting the captain know, he says to Marcus Stoinis, that's the one I was looking for. The end of Saif Badar for just half a dozen, and suddenly the Knight Riders are 53 for 3 here.
Rodman Powell smashed 37 off 11 with 5 sixes in an over against the Orcas. Many remember Dasun Shanaka, he almost felt the full wrath. But yesterday, 1 in 8 deliveries against the spin of MI New York. Cameron Gannon is going to come into the attack. A couple of wickets in the last game, bowled well. All right, Danny, question time. So I've been thinking, obviously, let me stop. You call this first.
You see a beautiful length, just straightens enough, but it's the pace and the flight. There's the deception. Look at this float, dip and drop. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. No wonder he was over the moon with this. Big celebration with his skipper there, Marcus Stoinis. See, I told you.
Love to see the bowlers coming into the game. They've come into the game at Auckland. My question to you, Danny, is for our new fans, 5 bowlers are to bowl 4 overs, a maximum of 4 overs, right? That's been the rule for a long time. What I want to ask Danny Morrison and you, the fans at home, would you support one bowler in your team being able to bowl 5 overs, so the 1 extra over for your best bowler? What do you think?
I'm hearing you because it's a bit like in England. They play the 100, isn't it? And one guy can bowl like 10 deliveries. You can bowl them on the trot. And I don't mind that. It rewards guys. You think about a batter can bat the whole innings. He can bat 20 overs. He can bat 120 balls. Bowlers, you're right, they're restricted to 24 balls. I like the idea of an extra over. I'm with you. And then some would say, why not bowl a bit more than that? Just bowl from one end. Are you fit enough and strong enough? And that's a little crazy. I know you're talking about finding the wise Danny Morrison tonight, but I think that extra over is not a bad ploy.
Danny, imagine sitting on the rain bowling 10 overs. No one would score any runs because you're saying bowl unlimited overs.
That's our stats guru Rod is. He's had a late night and cut loose. Troublesome fellow from the Rainbow Nation.
Folks, that right there is a classic stitch up. Like this could be. It could be another run out. Monroe looks more comfortable this time. They'll check it though.
TV umpire director, we've got a run-out review. Can we have your best side on, please? Okay, thank you. The bat's grounded over the line as the stumps are broken, so I've got my decision to the big screen.
Paul Wilson from Australia is our television match official, a TV ump. Very experienced, and he's all over that. No mucking around.
Danny's favourite umpire. Wonder why.
Well, he's decisive, gets on with it. Played, I think he played 1 test match. Paul Wilson from Australia, but look at this. Up, gather, boom. Could see it quickly. His privileged position there. Yes, it was tight. It was not out.
Still can't believe you threw Rodders under the bus. Thought it was a good idea. You didn't say anything. And when I told you it was a bad one, all of a sudden it wasn't you.
Rodders loves a bus.
You're terrible. Nice strike rotation last couple of overs. 57 for 3.
Gotta love being in San Francisco, in Oakland, California. The final 2 games in this part of the world. Then we'll go slightly down south over to Panoma. Harmeet Singh will continue. Found a wicket after he went wicketless in just the 1 over he bowled. Already early signs of spin. We saw that straight through with Fabian Allen's first ball. Picked up his first wicket of the season with that, and continuing to see it on a wicket that was used yesterday. So Harmeet Singh's got a real opportunity to take advantage and find some much needed rhythm. prompted that slip in place as well. The turn, the degree of it that we're seeing. Harmeet Singh, such an important cricketer to this side. Obviously, in 2023, the #1 overall pick for the Seattle Orcas, vice captain as well. Just gives you that experience with all the internationals that he's accumulated. Close to 30 T20I innings, played a handful of ODIs as well on top of that. He's able to build pressure like this, Pami and Bengal, which can be so crucial when defending a total that really could go either way.
Yeah, nice that rate required is slowly climbing. Not for the batting side, of course. But you just get the sense, a congealing, just a building of pressure. And even experienced men like Powell and Monroe, you watch their body language, the scamper for a 1 with the thought of a 2, and it looks just like a 1. Yeah, there's a thought process each time that they're talking to each other. They're wondering, well, when do we go? Is it prudent to let it keep going up? It's just over 8.5 now required for the rest of the game. Yeah, it could be an interesting finish, exciting, dramatic.
Nice and tidy from Harmeet Singh. Just 2 runs in over 9. It's 59 for 3. And Tommy, to your points about that pressure building, you can see the plateau starting to build on the worm, but the Knight Riders would also feel in 2 minds given the way they collapsed against MI New York 24 hours ago. How do the Knight Riders take that out of their mind, knowing that their middle to lower order all were just undone very quickly in chase of a total they thought was very achievable? Just away. It was just away from that short cover fielder.
Slowness of the track when it's not quite up to the batter and he feels he can drive it, is not able to control the ball and have it go along the ground. Hence Marcus Stoinis being in close. Oh, that's a lovely shot from Buggy. Shows exactly where the ball went there.
Needed to take some initiative, Colin Monroe. He's been out there for 29 deliveries, and he uses his feet and picks up 4.
A strike to stave the Wolves from the door. Down the wicket, and he plays it well. The execution critical. Having just the ball before, not quite managed to control the ball and survive. Would have taken courage to go again, and it was needed. In answer to your question, Aman, I don't think you can play game after game with a history in your mind of failures. If you do that, then you're struggling each game that you go into, and you kind of have lost before you've won, before you've played. So yeah, they'll try and clear thoughts, play this situation, not yesterday's situation.
To your point, Palm, they would have had those conversations as well within the camp. 53 runs that opening partnership. after that just 50 runs from the last 9 wickets. So they know they need to stick around and play with that just bit more commitment. And we heard from Shadley from Skulpik's sideline to take ownership of your time in the middle, that you have to spend time, and that's how you're going to chase down any total here in Oakland.
It's a collection of decisions all put together rather than one particular one. That ends up being the view of the process that kind of unfolded. And here you see Monroe taking on ownership. Essentially, it is about the men who get in that must take ownership. If you've been out there some time, you've got to drive things, you've got to control the innings and keep the ship on course.
Ross Taylor watching on, scout for the Seattle Orcas. Bounces all around the country and spotted domestic talent like Cameron Gannon. Close of the 10th over, 68 for 3, and we'll have a drink. The Knight Riders haven't struggled for runs at the top of the order. And you see another partnership that was brewing. Andre Fletcher picked up 23 just off 13 deliveries. Great use of the feet. But from there, they struggled. Chand goes for 0 at first ball duck. And then Saif Badar just found 6 runs. So now it's up to Monroe and Howell to rebuild, to give the likes of Narayan and Holder a chance in the later stages. With the ball, Harmeet Singh's 2 overs have been brilliant, 1 for 8. And really crucial that his spin overs come off good, given the tiredness of the wicket and the turn we've seen. And early on, it looked like the Knight Riders were going to have a day, but this drop, that really propelled them. It gave Fletcher a life, and he took full advantage. Monroe got in on the act as well, and runs were coming really at regular intervals against the pace bowlers. And it was just brilliant to see Fletcher use his feet like this, try to attack the wicket, but it was 1 shot too many. Skied up, took a piece of catching that. Shimmer Hetmeyer doesn't drop many and made sure to hold on. And Chand, a poor run of form continues. Couldn't believe he found himself finding that mid-wicket fielder. And then Harmeet Singh cashes in with the wicket. But Monroe still out there, still charging, still trying to keep things alive for the Knight Riders. .67 needed from the final 10 overs. The day games have been much lower in scoring, but they haven't lacked excitement because of how that pitch has gone off. Correction, 87 from the final 10 overs.
I think it's great. I think hopefully the LA crowd, we get that fan base, and hopefully build from there. I think it's very exciting to see another ground in the state, so hopefully it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. See you in Pomona.
Can't wait to get down there to Pomona. Can be brilliant. The start of Major League Cricket in Southern California. On the button right away is Harmeet Singh. Oh, who do we have? Who do we have here? What's your name? Can you tell me what your name is? He says Ishan. Ishan, get that mic on him.
Yeah, this Ishan, how old are you? Play cricket? You said you wanted to play something. Tell me what it was. It says he wants to do kung fu. Well, I'm hoping he's not going to do it here. Okay, you got to go back to mommy now. Okay.
Well, Rodney, our statistician, is giving me a great stat. Might be, he says, officially the youngest commentator in Major League Cricket.
He was looking for the dojo. He's ended up in the wrong place. Thought he was a Mr. Cricket of sorts. He says, no, I don't play cricket. I'm too little to play cricket. I want to sign up for kung fu. In case you didn't know, I absolutely love kids.
The joys of life, aren't they?
You get visitors through the day. I reckon that's best visitor so far.
I think straight throughout the tournament as well. I don't know if it's gotten better. Excellent this from Harmeet Singh. Just a second run he's conceded in the over. We talk about pressure and building it, trying to increase that required run rate. And so crucial post the drinks break to not let any of that looseness descend upon you as a group.
Yeah, good over this as a follow-up over. Just the two must close it out now. Monroe might well be thinking, can I get a boundary here to finish it off? Rate climbing.
There's a fielder out there. Has he picked him? He absolutely has. It's Ali Sheikh who's connected with Harmeet Singh. And the second wicket for the left arm spinner straight after drinks.
Yeah, you just sense things. 2 runs in the over, he'd have felt, and both batters would have felt that's just not enough with the rate climbing towards 10. And so he felt he could do something as the left-hander. He then thinks it's his matchup, and he can try and get to the ball and get it over the ropes. Not to be undone by the flight. Top bowling, and it's a big strike that, because Monroe was in. He's gone for 33. The Knight Riders now 4 down for 70.
So many stars out and about in Major League Cricket. And we have a piece of our own as well. Sunil Narayan, though, out in the middle, trying to find some runs this season. Struggled yesterday as well against the left arm spinner, was undone. But he'll start off against pace. It's Otno Bartman. Will have the ball in hand. Taking a wicket already today. Like we said, so many stars out about around the ground, but Palmy, we've got our own here in Cognizant Major League Cricket with these MVPs with a Z. Can you see those there? Trying to get the glare off that beautiful, beautiful cards. Who do I have in my hand? I got Nandre Berger, Faf du Plessis. Hold on to those. Oh, you want to get your own? Be like Palmy and Bengal. Have yours in your own hand. Scan the QR code down there, bottom right of your screen, and get these unbelievable MVPs with the Z.
Yeah, like those. Takes you back, actually. Or me back in time. You have them as collector's items in various sports. You can go with soccer. The World Cup on now. Look at this Monroe wicket. Doesn't ever get to through the shot, slow pitch. There's pace on it as well. Good reaction from Harmeet Singh and a good catch. It was important that having created the chance, they made sure they took it. Good over in the follow-up. Really well bowled by Harmeet Singh. He's a really good operator. 3 overs for 10. So having a say in this one.
And you spoke about pressure and building that pressure. We haven't seen a 6 yet this innings. And this ground in particular, we see 22 on average per match. That's the most across any major league venue. And so it tells you just how well the Orcas are bowling and how much they've kept the pressure on LA. Rodney with another pearl, not just the most of any venue in Major League Cricket, but most of any venue in the world. Again, 0 we've seen so far in this second innings.
Yeah, in fact, you'd go today, there's been an inversion, isn't it? Where there are more 4s than 6s rather than the other way around. Teams managing to kind of take it deeper as far as the innings are concerned, are then able to cash in on the 6s later on.
And we've seen so often how hard it is to get in and get going. How often are folks trying to access those smaller boundaries and they get out because the wickets have proven to be tricky time and time again.
Yeah, the later it goes, there's a more pressure, jeopardy for the bowler. So, oh, nicely played. A fine tickle. Down for 4. Ends the over. 78 for 4. Yeah, it just misses the line here. Looking to be dead straight. Nice. Nice shot. Just a little deflection. Enough to keep it away from the keeper. Take it a defense.
What a weekend of weather it's been. It's been picture perfect throughout both Saturday and Sunday. You can see why it is such a desirable area, why people love it so much out here on the West Coast. Great host. Now we've had a fascinating contest yet again. Probably hangs right in the balance right now. There is still power to come. Form of Jason Holder in particular. No Andre Russell though, remember, today. Fabian Allen too, very capable. It's nicely guided, but a good diving stop. Hartman gets his body on the line and saves a couple. As I welcome Liam Plunkett. Liam, who's ahead of the game here?
Not sure, mate. Honestly, I'm not sure. We know this part's hard to score. Shown on the screen there. Great piece of fielding, stopping that maybe extra 2. Probably wouldn't have rolled away to the boundary, but excellent piece of fielding. Taking his team to 1.
It's really good to see the faith being shown in young Ali Sheikh, both with bats in the first innings, promoted up the order, and now with the ball too. This surface certainly helping the spinners. Harmeet Singh has finally found his form, found his rhythm, and they're backing it up now with Ali Sheikh.
Yeah, I love seeing Ali Sheikh take part with bat and ball, mate. It's outstanding to see the youngsters be given that responsibility and stepping up to the plate.
He's a proper all-rounder as well, isn't he? He's not necessarily a batter who bowls or a bowler who bats. He kind of 50-50 of both.
And an athlete as well. He trains so hard. He's dedicated to his craft. Lives down in Texas, I think, and he's always working hard in indoor nets and in Dallas. And he's a true athlete, and it's great that he's getting a go here with the bat and ball to make a difference.
Another very effective over, only 3 from it, so that required run rate is starting to cause real concern for the Knight Riders. 81 for 4. hard run rate now has escalated all the way up to 10.5 per over. These two innings, rather than mirroring each other, are contrasting each other. Very poor start for the Orcas, with a flying finish thanks to Dasun Shanaka. His heroics has been the inverse for the Knight Riders, in particular from the start. So what the Knight Riders will need to do is find somebody to replicate Shanaka's heroics in the first innings. Will it be Sunil Narayan, who's had such a good time of things with the ball, or can Rovman Pell get going? They need to. At the moment, they're both striking well under 100. And remarkably, this is the longest period we've had without a 6 ever at this venue. 13 overs, no maximums now. Thought I was setting it up there for the big hit as it's helped round the corner.
Yeah, that was right in his wheelhouse there, Lenny. That's normally a ball that he would get under and send away for 6. But you know, with these two guys at the crease, fireworks can happen at any time. Obviously, Powell down in Texas, like 5 6s in the over. So with the blink of an eye, this score can change very quickly, and the LA team can be fully in control in a blink of an eye, you know.
It's amazing how players in the Caribbean, but particularly Rovman Pell, can shift gears. I've seen so many innings of his, Romario Shepherd as well, where you might think they've no rhythm or form or timing at all, and then just in the blink of an eye they can show their power. Going to need to, though, is the problem, as this is edged away. Just going to hold up in the outfield and somehow not get to the rope. It'll be 2 more to the total.
Yeah, I thought that was sailing away for 4, but yeah, it held up, and that's another, I think it was that 2 runs, 2 leg byes followed by 2 runs of the inside edge. The angle there for Stoinis is a little off, giving away 2s here. Just needs to get that into off stump with the pace off, hitting the stumps. But yeah, to your point here, these guys can just switch the gears. Maybe when they feel like they're seeing the ball a little bit better, or they get used to the pace, they just decide with themselves, talking in the middle, it's my turn to go. I feel like I can get after this ball, or what's the matchups? Does this guy match up to the middle of my bat?
Don't like this angle. Seifert has not helped out his skipper there either. Right-hander coming back on to strike. He should come back over the wicket. How long before Powell shifts gears and starts to look for those maximums?
I think when I watch your matchup here, for me, is he going to be facing like a spinner or someone that he's played against before, where he's got a memory that he's took that person down? Because as a bowler, you're intimidated, you think about that, and then all of a sudden you fear you're bowling against a powerhouse hitter. Last time when he did it in Dallas, he decided, I think he took a few balls to get going, and he's like, I'm going to explode now. They have the ability to do that. That's what makes them so good and so valuable in all the franchise leagues.
Helps it round the corner. Tries to expose the field. And is going to. Does get to the boundary. Harmeet Singh going to his weaker side, unable to cut it off.
I mean, that's such sensible batting. They've took 2s off the first couple. No real risk here. We said this yesterday. Potentially someone should take that risk to play a lap shot, a reverse sweep shot against the seamer. And that's what he did. Easy shot. Not much pace from Stoinis. He's not going to ball too many bounces at good pace, so he can get down, lap that for 4 runs. Poor fielding by Harmeet Singh. He'd be disappointed. Should have stopped that boundary.
It's almost flicked it back onto his own knee and then deflected it into the rope. This has been an expensive over. Still 2 deliveries left, 11 from it. Much more like it for the Knight Riders.
Your point, it is expensive, but there's no real big shots being required. You know, it's there's no massive hacks into the stand. There's been no power shots. It hasn't needed to be. The angle was wrong from Stoinis to the start, and he got away with it.
This is what we've got coming up. It's the final doubleheader of our Oakland leg on a Super Sunday. Next up, the hometown San Francisco Unicorns taking on the Washington Freedom. We got over the line in the most dramatic circumstances last night. Better from Stoinis. Seen some really good contests here, haven't we, throughout this Oakland leg, and it's been very difficult to predict what's going to happen as well throughout.
It is, because if a batter gets on top, all of a sudden the wicket comes into play and does something different. So as a batsman, you can be flying, but also the wicket starts to stick. Vice versa with the ball, you're on top, and all of a sudden someone does something different, knocks you off your line and length. The battle's what make cricket exciting, especially in the MLC this year.
Cleans him up. And Stoinis strikes back. That's why he's coming around the wickets. Targeting the top of off, gets the line right, and gets the wicket of Sonny on the Ryan.
Correct, crashing into the stumps there. It's that cross bat when it's off the length. He just looked at Stoinis here. I think a cross seam delivery. Didn't do too much, it kept its line, kept the angle it pitched, it continued on that line, hit the top of the stumps. That's been the hardest shot to hit. Off length, cross bat, a lot of wickets, his leg, ball like that. Sonny on the Ryan goes for 5, and the Knight Riders are 92 for 5.
Here comes the captain, Jason Holder, in at number 7. Very good strike rate this season. That's across his career, 150 plus. Ali Sheikh's going to continue. And this is another look at the wicket here. We were wondering just why Stoinis was going to come round the wicket, try to close off that angle to the left-hander. Powell picks out the man straight to him, and Sheikh has his first wicket today, his second in Cognizant MLC history, and the Knight Riders are in all sorts of trouble now. Powell can't quite believe what he's done.
Such a massive wicket in the context of this game. Here Powell goes down for a sweep, trying to clear square leg boundary, but he goes straight down the hands of, I think it's Bartman down there. A great, easy catch. Most professional cricketers would get that. Powell's so disappointed there. He knew how important this knock is for his team. He's on 17 off 21, starting to establish his time at the crease. For Rodman, Powell goes for 17. The Knight Riders are 92 for 6.
Young Matthew Trump comes to the crease. Had a couple of sixes yesterday. Stay at the crease was pretty short-lived. Really continuing to tinker with this batting order for the Knight Riders. Captain himself, Jason Holder, who's at the non-strikers end, has been at number 4, at number 6, at number 7. Today, number 8. Another game. Not sure whether they're getting it right, and the wickets have been falling and putting the Orcas right in charge of this contest. Stoinis looking very confident right now. Should be a couple, as Bartman will come around to tidy up.
Yeah, wrong line from Ali Sheikh there, down the leg, sliding down leg side. We're just looking at the wicket here. Sliding down leg, it was the right shot, he just didn't get quite hold of it. Yeah, he should have got under that a little bit better, didn't quite get it, and it was a simple catch, and it's another great wicket for the great man, Ali Sheikh.
I love that last replay there, where Marcus Stoinis, you could see almost mentoring, encouraging a young cricketer he thinks has a huge amount of talent. Someone who he thinks can be a real all-round star, not just for the Orcas. Remember, he has played a couple of T20Is for USA already. Love to force his way into that ODI side for USA, top of the log in ICC Men's Cricket World Cup League 2. So they'll be off to the qualifier next February, March, dreaming of a first ever 50-over World Cup for USA. What a story that would be down in Africa. opportunity that Cognizant MLC gives you. It really is fantastic. End of the 15th, 5 to go. It's 96 for 6.
What I like about Ali Sheikh here, he's not just sliding it in, he's giving it a chance. He's throwing it up there. He's like, Jason Holder, you're a great player, but I'm going to give you some airtime. The pitcher's going to do it for me. And he's bowling beautiful. He's not afraid to get it up there, which is outstanding, have a mindset of a youngster like that. He's looking at the LA Knight Riders scorecard. Decent partnership up top, and then got a struggle in the middle. There's been some good wickets, but they're 96 for 6. It's going to be a tricky chase here, back end of this game.
Well, maybe a sense of deja vu for this LA Knight Riders setup, because just like yesterday where they struggled to chase that 144 in the afternoon game against MI New York, they lost by 41 runs in the end yesterday. They have it all to do. Harmeet Singh, the star of the show amongst the bowlers, but everyone's chipped in. Good contribution, 6 used so far. Tournament's leading wicket taker will return to the attack, Jasdeep Singh. He's having a really good time of things. And what we've seen is a continued trend, Liam, particularly in the afternoon games here. No batters are really coming in and striking with fluency from ball 1.
I mean, I'm not a batsman, and you're not either in this terms of situation, but what do you do different? Because if you stay in your crease, you're going to get bowled at, and you can't escape, you can't get singles. The ball's not coming on to kind of deflect it, and the outfield's slow. So what you're doing, are you coming towards the ball, you're walking out your crease, are you shifting across, giving a different angle to get off that strike and keep the ball ticking.
Yeah, you're almost in a chokehold, aren't you? A catch-22 situation, and the problem is for Holder and Trump here, both very capable batters, yes, as is Fabian Allen, who'll be in next. Van Schalkwyk, no mug either. Required run rate is over 2 runs per ball. It's 12.6, so you've got to take some risk.
You do, but also that wicket there, that's probably a ball that you normally hit on a good wicket. You probably put your bat through and it could go for 4 or 2, but here that width is dying a little bit, so like obviously he's not coming to the bat as quick as possible. Look at the current run rate is 6.26, but required 12.64.
As soon as you get unbalanced like that, whatever the chase, whether it's a modest total or a big total, you get that far behind, that differential, it's very difficult to catch up. Now, I suspect if we end up with a win for the Orcas, this man's innings is going to be the difference. I thought he was quite brilliant. He came in and actually did strike from ball 1, which no batters have really been able to find a way to do. 5 4s, 5 6s.
Outstanding. He did it also in Dallas when he came smack 30 off not many. Played a very good innings there. It was so important for the Orcas to reach the total they did. Very strong on the leg side, hit some good bombs, and he looked in fine form.
Yeah, 36 not out, that was earlier in the season, coming off just 12 balls. So he's making that impact down the order for the Orcas. Right now, this chase is going nowhere. Surely Holder's got to take some risk. 4 consecutive dots. It's such an important match in the context of this Lexus points table, because the Orcas, if they can get a win, they'll get up to the top of the table. They'll actually go past the Super Kings on net run rates, and they'll be in a fantastic position, dreaming of maybe not just a top 4 spot, but a top 2 spot, with 2 chances to get to the grand final here on July 18th. I have to say, on the balance of things, Liam, they deserve it. They're playing some great cricket.
Yeah, but I mean, someone of Jason Holder's experience, he must have a game plan going out here. But this over, like, he's just getting bowled to. It's like, he's going to bowl straight to me, I'm going to block it. If it's a little bit of width, I'm not going to try and put my hands through it. I'm just kind of slice it down to third man. But the grass in the outfield is slow, and that's easy for Gully and short third man to pick up. So maybe he's just give himself a little bit of time to get going, and then he'll explode. So keep our eyes open for the next passage of play.
Could almost see Jason Holder just taking himself away from the crease, just to talk to himself, to say, okay, you've got to switch on, or you've got to change something. I'm not sure it'll be a big shot this ball. He might just look for the single, but all that experience, he's trying to use it. You won't believe it, it's a maiden over. And Jesse Singh has been quite brilliant yet again. The Knight Riders in real trouble. Can they turn it around? It's 96 for 6.
We're here at Oakland on a Super Sunday, and I've just witnessed a maiden in the 16th over of a T20 game. Bizarre, to say the least. Captain Jason Holder, who patted back Jasprit Singh for a maiden. I know he's bowling quite well, but you've got to have the idea where you're able to at least sweep the ball and just paddle it around the corner and just manipulate the delivery. That's what it's about, Robin.
I like how you're thinking on this wicket you can sweep a fast bowler, Dan.
I've seen it before. It's not the first time. Sort of done 682 T20 games myself. The Combox here. Come on, and the place is called the subcontinent.
Yeah, you can do it in the subcontinent for sure, because it's predictable. This wicket is not as predictable, and what's the best chance for LAKR to kind of give, like, for them to probably win the game in the last 3 overs, is having Holder batting there.
I don't deny that, but you can't let a bowler do that to you. Or do that. Smoke one all the way for 6. The Trompster. You beauty. Is this the first one? Is this the first of the innings, Rodders? Well done.
He's hit that a long way. Tromp. Full on the leg stump. Got his front leg out of the way and tucked it deep into the stands at 289 feet 6. How about that for the first 6 of the innings?
Well, it's the longest ever wait of an innings in Cognizant MLC. 16 and a half overs to record the first one to bring up the 100 for the Knight Riders. They still need 51 from 21, folks. Extraordinary how it really has just slowed down and limped along. Yeah, it's tricky. Spinners pace off, and the quick men with their variety can be challenging, but at least manipulate the field of it. Work it around. Get off strike, rotate it, all those things we keep talking about in cricket. Hello, got an issue with the ball here. Nicely scratched up. The bowlers are like that, don't want to keep that one, the quick men.
Yeah, for sure. It's taking quite the beating, that ball. They'll certainly keep it.
Yeah, it was a monster strike from Matthew Tromp. 289 feet here at the Coliseum. Back over to you, Skip. 9 off, 2 to go. What can you do? Jason Holder. That's what it's about. Now across 15s, the asking, and these death overs on this sort of surface. Sounded pretty good. Probably only getting it 1. Tromp says to the captain, look, I don't want you to risk it and get run out. Nothing silly, please skip.
Yeah, there was definitely 2 there. Didn't want it.
Here we go. Talk all about things with balls running out, runs required. This is in a way a bit of a free hit. Tee off. Last ball of an over, then we've only got 3 to go. Another dot we've got. So 10 from the 17. It's 106 for 6.
Finished strong there, Harmeet Singh. 2 for 20 in 4 overs. They need 51 of 18 deliveries. So often what happens when you let the opposition off the hook. They were 60 for 5 if I'm not wrong. The Orcas. From there, Dustin Shanaka was allowed to play a blinder.
Yeah, Shanaka's innings stand out like a beacon now on the surface. No one else has really got close. About a half century. Yeah, lovely visuals there in San Francisco. Sunny Sunday afternoon, evening coming. Swing and a miss. Bartman's back, folks, in his last.
The shot was on for sure. Just kept low. Want to hit more with a vertical bat here. Is anyone who can do it for the LA here? It is this man, their skipper.
It really is a grind for big Jace Holder. Normally quite fluent, or in these situations he can do that. He's so good at that because he's so tall with long levers. Finally, he connects with one. His first boundary, that turns out to be a maximum.
Yeah, nicely done. This time, after that ball that kept low, stayed low. In his positions, you can see him crouching, staying low, and then playing with a vertical bat. Hit through the line beautifully. 280 feet 6.
And again, a little crack, but not quite the timing and placement. So he's going to have to be happy with a single. And back to you, Matthew Tromp. See what he can do. A lovely extension on this. We like that.
Yeah, such a beautiful shot. Everything right about that shot. Great positions, not much power, a lot of timing. 90 meter 6, that one.
Bartman, what's he got here? Got a little leg cutter. More importantly, it's gold. It's a dot ball. So we've had 4, 7 off. Oh, the asking. Ross Taylor on the right there. Former New Zealand captain. He's here with the Orcas and hanging out. Mr. Ambassador, good to see you. Nice pearly whites to boot. That's right, Roscoe. Blow us a kiss. Good to see you, Chief. Again, can't find the fence. Proving to be tricky. 41 still required, and there's 1 ball to go in the 18th.
Yeah, lean at a 6 here. They want to stay in this chase. Want to be closer to 30 in the last 2 overs. We have 15 to get. You're hoping that you can get 1 big over. Make it slightly easier for yourself. Go down the ground here.
He does. Gappage. Yeah, 1 bounce 4. They needed that. I love the 6, but 4 will do. A dozen off the 18th. It's 118 for 6.
Cross seam delivery into the wicket. It's played it a touch early. Still managed to get it for 4. They timed that ball right, that would have gone for 6 for sure. But they're still in the hunt. Need 37 in 2 overs.
.37 from 12, 18 and a halves, very difficult. So the first one, coaches will tell you, we've got to get a biggie. Want to hit 1 for 6 here if they can. Deep Singh is back. He is going to be challenging. You never know. You one in that slot and get it away, and maybe you get away.
Yeah. You want to get a 6 of the first ball, the 3rd ball, and the 6th ball. Space it a little bit, you'll get 18 that way.
Easy game, Robin. Jokes aside, yeah, keep your eye on the ball. Here he is, just deep. This one.
just 3 home runs away from getting as many as you want in the over.
Big ask now, but captain is on strike, so you've got 2 big men out in the middle, but extra reach and extension. Now we've got match 15 just around the corner for you. It is the Unicorns out of San Francisco and the Freedom out of Washington for match 15 in Cognizant MLC Season 4. Looking forward to that, the night game. And boom! Got enough of it. There's a sixer.
That's a homer. That's the first one. They'll need 2 more on this over to stay in the hunt. 30 of 10 deliveries now. Holder made into him in the previous over that he bowled to Jason Holder. This time, begins with a homer.
Well, ideally, a hat trick of these would be very handy now for the Knight Riders. Get 2 more on the trot, and then you're back in the game. Yeah, not impossible, but challenging, given the conditions. Bowler only needs to get it slightly wrong. Maybe a little off cutter slow, and it's just too much in the arc, in the slot, as it were. For Holder. So good at hitting it there long on, or just straight back over the bowler's head. Big ball this from Jasdeep. Fresh air. Oh, it was there in a way. It was that sort of length, wasn't it?
Yeah, just swung it a little too early. The intention is right. Sometimes under pressure in these kind of situations, you want to remind yourself of the most basic things. Get ready early, watch the ball. He probably just took his eyes off as the ball is coming to him. It can happen to some of the best batters in the world. Got a whole nerve here. Still can get 2 sixes and 3 balls.
Well, it was gutsy from the bowler. It was a little bit slower, slightly pace off. Broke the wrists at the point of delivery, and so, yeah, it wasn't quite there for Holder. Oh, yeah, he's had it on a piece of string here this afternoon as Jasdeep Singh.
This is good bowling from Jasdeep. Previous one slightly back of a length, this one in the block hole. That's very good bowling.
Yeah, we're going about Yorkers, block holders. That is certainly one of those. That's a cracker. The Mitley speed delivery, that's up there from Singh. Almost 140 clicks. Good effort ball from Jesse. 2 to go. Oh, another dot. He's bowled that again beautifully. It's full. It's a little bit wider now. And so Jason Gillespie, the former Australian quick, who's the bowling coach, he's loving this. So Stoinis.
Yeah, that's good bowling again. The wide Yorker this time. He's on the money. You see his confidence is growing from the time he got that 5-4. Feels like he's owning the pressure moments. More conviction. 1 ball to go in this over.
Well, it simply has to go for 6. That's it, if they want to stay in the game. Gap, no. Good fielding, good stop. They'll keep the strike. Only 8 off the penultimate over, and it's 1-2-6 for 6 here. Big ask this here for the Knight Riders. They need 29. Jesse Singh, a lovely last over from him. Just went for 8. And he finishes with 1 for 24 from 4. Stoinis, captain himself, has decided to take the ball. He's got 1 for 20 from 3. Fans are expressing themselves, making their voices heard here at the Coliseum in Oakland. Brilliant. Change of pace, took all the air out of the ball, and almost went along the ground.
Yeah, nicely done from Stoinis. You know he's going to bowl a lot of cutters now because the ball's keeping low. Off cutter. Wide outside the off stump, just inside that blue line. Very well bowled. Clever bowling this.
Oh, the Knight Riders saw it, game 12. Ran out of runs. Ran out of stumps as well. Captain be captain, poles everywhere. The end of Holder.
The Gonzo. Again, ball keeping low, just losing shape there, playing the ball early. This ball here, want to be hitting straight down the ground. Unfortunately, looked to hit towards mid-on. He's gone. This is all but done now. Goes for 21 of 20 deliveries. The Knight Riders are 126 for 7.
Stoinis, lovely change of pace up against Fabian Allen, who is one heck of a striker himself, but running out of deliveries. Let's watch this. Does it cut back nicely, I think, off the seam? Yeah, it does. It's a cracker. It's almost like a missile. Just humming back and knowing its target is there. Magnetic pull from the pitch.
Nicely bowled. Played the line, but the ball in after pitching.
Up and away, yeah, too little too late. Goes for 6, but they really are in an impossible situation here, the Knight Riders.
Yeah, too little too late indeed. Again, an off cutter, waited for it, good connection. 22 from 2 balls, the Donza.
No timing. Oh, did he caught that? That's a good catch. Is that Gannon? Always dipping. Cameron Gannon at long on. Just to put another nail in the coffin.
Yeah. They check in anyway. If the catch was taken cleanly.
To the umpire director, we've got a fair catch review. It's a fair delivery. Can we go to your best angle of the catch? Thank you. Yeah, fingers are under the ball, taken cleanly. And it's completed the catch now. I've got my decision to the big screen.
Yeah. Bye-bye, Matthew Tromp. It's gone for 17. 1-3-3 for 8. Last ball. And a limp way to finish here for the Knight Riders. They fall 20 runs short as they did in match number 12. They couldn't track down the New Yorkers, 144. They only got to 103 that match on Saturday yesterday, and now they've done it again here on a Sunday where they've fallen short by some margin, 134 for 8 and 20. Top order gobbled up so many deliveries, and it's getting out of the power plays the issue for those in purple and gold. They do a good job in the field, but their batters can't quite back them up. So you think about this Lexus points table. The Orcas, they're up there now, the top, because of net run rate. Super Kings there as well, but the Knight Riders, they've lost another one. I'll be annoyed about that. Remember, the top 4 qualify for the playoffs here next month. So very happy camper in Marcus Stoinis, the captain of the Seattle Orcas. Very pleased indeed to take care of those Knight Riders and put them away.
Yeah, so put them away for sure. Shanaka playing out of his skins. An absolute blinder today to score 58 of 23 deliveries. He's got going from the word go. The Orcas win by 20 runs. The bowling also stood tall. Each one of their bowlers showed up today. Ali Sheikh, 2 overs, 1 for 5. Gannon, 2 overs, 13. Harmeet, who was very disciplined, economical. Bartman as well. Jasdeep was stellar. Stoinis stood tall, leading from the front, captain.
Yeah, wasn't too bad from Fletcher. His strike rate wasn't too bad, actually. It was 176.92. And then you had Monroe. Well, he couldn't strike it over 100. They just struggle when they get out of that power play. 0-6, 17-5, not good enough. Holder ended up with 21, but it wasn't to keep up with the rate. Tromp, yeah, 17 from 12, but he ran out of time as well. The balls just get disappearing in terms of runs scored off. 3 for 28 from 13. Stoinis, very good from the captain, but really when you think of Jasdeep, 1 for 24, 14 dots. Bartman went for a little bit more today, but it's still very useful. Hamid, yeah, he was outstanding. 2 for 20 with 10 dots. And Ali Sheikh, he was very useful. Just those couple of overs, 1 for 5 with 7 dots. So it's a very good performance by the Orcas. So in summary of match 14, 154 for 7. Shanaka and Ali Sheikh, the big standouts there. Narayan, Fabian Allen, and Skulkbait and Holder doing a good job. It's a shame the Knight Riders batters can't back the bowlers up here in Cognizant MLC. Monroe 33, Fletcher 23 with the standouts, but even so, Monroe, Holder and Tromp took a bit to get going, and in the end, Stoinis with his bag of tricks and Harmeet Singh, very good indeed. Rightio, I think Nikhil Uttamchandani with a little interview.
Jason, tough luck today. Obviously not the result you would have wanted. Let's go back to the batting first of all. Second time you've been unable to chase the score. What do you think is the biggest issue plaguing your batting group?
Yeah, the nature of this wicket, is quite slow, but we haven't adjusted. I think when you look at this surface, it's been quite hard to start on, but it's still a wicket where you still got to try to put pressure on the bowlers. Having said that, when you look at our backhand bowling, probably not as good as we would have wanted. But I still think we should have gotten runs.
You had them 72 for 6 and they got to 154. How much does that factor into the loss?
Yeah, I think in hindsight you can look back and can say a few things. I think if you start the game, asking your bowlers to limit a team for 150, you'll take it. But having said that, I just think our batters just need to apply themselves a little bit more, string a few more partnerships up front. Be a little bit more responsible and take the game as deep as possible. As we've seen, it's very difficult to get in a start.
You've got LA next to home leg. What are you looking forward to about that?
Yeah, looking forward to what LA brings. We're not sure what the surface will bring. We're not sure what the conditions may bring, but it's a new atmosphere for everyone. It's obviously a home game, our home leg for us. So we're looking to make the most of that, and hopefully our fans come on and support us.
Thank you very much, Jason. All the best.
Thank you.
well, the reply to get 155. Drop chance, tough chance. But Monroe and Fletcher, they've seen it all before, and they really are dynamic, and they can get going and stay in, and they do love batting together in the power play. Monroe, so good and expansive. When the ball's hard and coming on, it has to be said it's a bit easier for these two. And then Fletcher got out. He tried to moose one into the crowd. Hetmeyer did a good job catching a steep one. And then first ball, Umuk Chand, he was out for a golden one. Couldn't keep it down. That was a big blow. And then that, oh, the flight and goal. Hamid Singh, yeah, what a cracker. And then he couldn't get all of this one, Monroe. Paid the price. Back to the dressing room. Yeah, Soon on a run. He came in a bit early, I reckon. And then Rodman Powell looking for 6. Perished. And it was just a bit of a procession after that. He had a little bit of tromp and a little bit of holder, but it was all too late. Yeah, another boundary, and then a biggie there. And then Pole's gone. Off Pole, taken out captain. V-captain Stoinis did the trick. Gannon with a good diving catch, and he's 50th. High fives, fist punches. I love it. To the Orcas. So look at the Lexus team standings in season 4. You've got the Orcas there with 6 points with the Super Kings, but they have got a superior run rate. And then the Knight Riders now have lost a couple. They were 2 from 2, but now they're only 2 from 4. They're 4 points, and so is everyone else. New York Unicorns and Freedom have all got 4 points, but it's about the net run rate. So when you look at that, the top 4 teams to qualify for the playoffs. Ravi Ashwin, here he is, here for the Unicorns. Let's learn a bit more about this great player.
I'm one of those very, very lucky individuals who found the purpose and love for life very early. It's as if the game literally knocked on the doorstep of my house and said, you know, I'm your calling, come after me. Stumps are becoming irrelevant. Let's see. Yeah. The bowlers are asked to adapt once again to a sport that's extremely high scoring.